All right, well, hi, I'm here. I don't know what happened to my sound, but I guess that's. Oh, hello, Merida. Okay, hi. All right, I'm trying to get to where things are somewhat normal. I got back and my music wasn't playing, so I don't know what the heck's up with that, but hi. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are, whenever you are. Hey, I'm a practical eccentric, and I am here for Dreamlight Valley because we're almost done with the Vale. And I just realized I forgot to grab my ibuprofen, so that's delightful. It's been kind of a subdued day today. I think I kind of burnt up a lot of energy over the last few days, which is not surprising. We celebrate Christmas, and that was yesterday, so that's okay because this is my chill time, and I need it. So you're here for chill vibes, body doubling, keeping company while you're also gaming or crafting or just trying to fall asleep or whatever it is you're trying to do. Welcome. It's going to be a mellow night. So, or wherever you are. You may not be nighttime where you are. I feel like I'm a little scattered, but that's how it goes. Not every night is high impact, high energy. All right. So let's just go ahead and start with the quote of the night then. So the quote of the night is, "You are never too old to set another goal or to dream a new dream." And I think this is the first time I'm really ending this year, although it doesn't seem like it with how like subdued I have seemed tonight and am just feeling. It's not just that I seem that way, I feel that way. But where I'm like actually already starting to plan for things, and like in the next couple of weeks. And usually by the time I get here, this point in the year, almost the end of the year, what, 5 days away, I'm just like total hermit. So it's nice to have this feeling of like, okay, I can still be productive and I don't have to like hit the ground running and be all gung-ho about it, but like I can still make plans for it. I'm actually starting to write things down. I'm starting to like formalize a schedule. I'm starting to formalize. That's not a word. Formulate, make a schedule, an actual written down schedule. I have a place to brain dump when things come to me. I've been doing a lot of work on, I just realized there was a word right over my character's face. I'm going to move a little bit so that things are a little bit more not piled on each other. But yeah, just it's almost a like a, oh yeah, this is just the next thing to do kind of feeling, as opposed to what I usually go through, which is like total burnout, recoup mode, then into surge of energy, like surge of planning, surge of, you know, like doing and all of that in the next like 3 months. So it's an interesting headspace to be in. Taking a slow, more calculated, consistent approach has not necessarily led to I'm doing everything I want to do every day, all the time, even if it's in like 5-minute chunks here or 10-minute chunks there. It's more of a, I don't know, it just feels, I don't know, maybe it's just a healthier thing where I'm just like, we'll get there. We'll get things done. And if I don't get it done today, then that's okay. I'll get some stuff done tomorrow and we'll just keep plugging along. Just one step, one step. Sometimes I move 15 steps in a day, and sometimes I'm like, well, I'll make sure I'm taking steps tomorrow, whatever those steps may be. If it's scrubbing a toilet or folding a load of laundry or, writing out a full schedule for myself, like all of those things add up to better than nothing. And that has kind of been my motto this entire year. Better than nothing. And it makes me feel good about the process because sometimes when you start thinking about things and it feels overwhelming, you don't do anything, or you never feel like what you're doing is enough. And enough is anything more than nothing. And that way, when you don't do anything for a day, or for, you know, like if you're sick for a week, or you just fall into a funk or a depression for a chunk of time, as long as you're being gentle with yourself and forgiving yourself, it can pay off in the fact that you know you're still moving forward. Like, you have that reassurance that over time, the things you're doing are gonna get you where you need to go. If you want to move faster, I don't know how to help you with that, because I'm not doing that. But I think the net result, after however long it takes me to get things more into a routine, will be that I'm doing things faster, because I'm doing, you know, like practicing. I'm practicing doing the things. And I'm looking forward to the next couple of years, just seeing kind of this change in my overall outlook, and then my overall productivity, and my overall just attitude towards getting things done being a process, and not a tomorrow I'm going to be a whole new me, because I don't do that. And a lot of people don't do that. So, you know, but it takes a lot of trust and a lot of patience, and a lot of patience with yourself to just continue like plugging along and trusting that it'll make a difference, even if it doesn't feel like it moment to moment. So anyway, not a lot of different thoughts, not a lot of complicated thoughts, just, you know, still feeling pretty positive, which, like I said, usually I don't feel that way about this time of year. I feel totally burned out by the time I get to this point in the year. So I'm glad, I'm grateful, and I'm happy to be here. So, yeah. I thought I had a lot more Vale quests to do tonight. I don't know how many more quests Flynn needs, but Flynn's my only quest chain left, as far as I can tell. So I think we might finish up the Vale tonight, which is actually really exciting. Makes me feel better about some of the stuff. I've been working on my Dreamlight Valley spreadsheets, because they have needed some serious work. And I'm like, I really should be focusing on other stuff. And now that I'm looking at it, I'm like, oh, there's a reason I wasn't focusing on other stuff, because the other stuff is almost completely caught up. So huzzah. That actually, there it is. Couldn't find my phone for a second. It reminds me that I do need to put in Twitch. And if I am feeling super diligent, I will try and make a post on YouTube for my upcoming cancellations. So let's kind of get that out of the way, because I want to look at something. This is not where it lives. I will be canceling on Sunday. I have a family function. I have 2 family functions left for holiday season. And then, let's see, I think it's in here. Oh, so I don't need to cancel on the 5th, because my family function is on the 4th. So I have one this Sunday, so I will be canceling this Sunday, but not the next Sunday. So we should be good. Yeah, it's nice, because a lot of times I feel like even if I don't cancel for family functions, I still feel so burned out that I'm just like, screw it, I'm not going to stream today. So as far as I know, I should be streaming next Thursday and next Sunday, just not this Sunday. So anyway. All right, so I do need to get some stuff. I am tempted to just take stuff out of my inventory, but I don't know if I want to do that. Five salt crystals and a sea monster tooth probably aren't that difficult to get, so maybe I'll just go get them. Petrified wood and olives and lightning should also be fairly easy to get. So let's go ahead and grab this. Do I have a miner nearby? That would be handy if I had a miner nearby. I do, over in the shop. So I'm pleased with how my little outfit turned out. I decided I wanted to kind of do a fancy dress up thing for winter. And then I almost did, like, there's this frosty jumpsuit thingy that we got at one point. And I think I wore it for winter last year. So I had put that on and I felt kind of disappointed about it. Because I'm like, I feel like I've done this outfit before. So I did this outfit instead. It gave me an excuse to wear one of these really pretty suits. There's like this one, and then I think Ariel had a really pretty, I think it's like the seafoam tuxedo or whatever. And they're really pretty, but I don't tend to wear fancy clothes a lot. So this gave me an excuse to wear one of them. And it looked good with the wings, which I also wanted to wear. So, and it actually works out perfectly because this week's Stream Snaps is about like a winter outfit. So, hi Jack. Let's hang out. Uh-oh, my nose is all itchy and tickly right now. That's not good. So we're just gonna ignore that. Well, no, we're not, because I'm about to rub it. Never mind. Watch me, you know, be a hypocrite right in your face. I'm not gonna itch my nose as I itch my nose. All right. Still don't have the nodes here memorized. These should be petrified wood, though, if they give it to me. But they might not. I'll go through the library here in a minute, too, and see if I can snag some. I have some petrified wood. It's just I haven't been doing a ton of resource gathering in the Vale yet, so I'm conflicted about stealing stuff out of my storage chests. But I will if it makes me. If I have to do too much of this. I'm not necessarily in the collection mode at this moment because I want to get the quests done. But if I get the quests done, then there's, you know, then oh, there's a petrified wood. One. I finally finished growing my vegetables here. Hence the reason that giant garden patch over there is empty. And in theory, it should eventually revert back to regular ground cover. So I was like, well, I'll just leave it. But I can't remember exactly when I did it now, so maybe I'm either thinking I did it longer ago than I actually did, or it's taking a while to revert. But yes, it was like plant 4,500, I think, items. Vegetables. I still have a lot of fishing related things and then collecting things like this, which I could collect right then and there, but I kind of want to do it with a gardener because I still don't feel like the Vale is populating at a comparable level like to the other biome, like the other biomes in like Eternity Isle or the Valley. I feel like we're just not getting as much quantity. So I don't know. I just feel like every time I go to Eternity Isle or the Valley even, there's just tons of stuff to have to collect and move around. And I never feel like that here in the Vale. I never feel like there's that much stuff to collect. So it's going to make stockpiling things kind of a pain in the ass if they keep the spawn rate the way it is. Ooh, I should have grabbed some ibuprofen. I am in pain. Oh, that's a bummer. Maybe I could text my husband or my child and say, can you please bring me ibuprofen? I might, because it takes at least 20 to 30 minutes for it to kick in, too. So even if I took it right now, I'd still be a little bit away.
I wonder what sort of special ingredients grow.
I even thought about it. And then I forgot as I went out and did stuff. I'm surprised I have as much of this energy drink left as I do, because I actually was like, oh, I should probably grab a backup beverage. So there's also the possibility that I may need to take a break earlier than usual if I run out of a beverage too soon. a smart person would make tea. So we'll see if I'm smart later or not. I don't know, maybe. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Where's my phone? I'm gonna text my husband and see if he'll be generous enough to bring me some ibuprofen. Good evening. How are you? Yeah. I hope you're doing well. I am currently texting my husband to see if he will be generous enough to bring me some ibuprofen. Because I forgot to grab some before I actually went live. But I am trying to wrap up the Vale today. I have one quest chain left as far as I know. Okay. Text message away. I'm doing okay. I'm just in some pain right now, and I meant to grab some ibuprofen right before I came in to go live and completely spaced it, and now I'm kind of here already. So we'll see if sometimes it's weird. My husband and I will send text messages to each other while we're in the house. Like, we'll send like little memes or videos or something, and he won't get it for like 20 minutes, and then he'll respond and I'll be like, what the hell? Like, why is this happening 20 minutes later? And I'll get my messages right away. So I don't know what's up with that. Okay, do I want to stick around here for more petrified wood, or do I want to go on up to fish? No, it's okay. Thank you, though. It's not too bad. It's just, you know, one of those constant discomforts where it's like, you know, some ibuprofen would really just keep that in check. But it's survivable. Just grumble, grumble, grumble. That's how I feel about it at the moment. I'm trying not to dip into my stockpile for Flynn's quest.
We don't have magic
Because I'm stingy. Oh, Lord. Surprise! There's a bunch of crap. And it's all freaking coal. I mean, not all, but like a good portion of it. 10. I've got 10 now. Yay. I don't know why that's always surprising when that happens. But I'm always surprised. Your arthritis is really flared? Yeah. My dad has bad arthritis, and I keep waiting for it to really get me. Like, there are times where I feel like, is this the beginning? I actually was talking to my mom the other day about how her hands are doing, because I work with my hands a lot, and it would be really difficult for me not to be able to do a lot with my hands if I end up getting really bad arthritis. And she says that she's still pretty good, although sometimes her dominant hand does struggle. So, but not like she can't do stuff. It just makes it more difficult to do stuff. So I'm like holding out hope that I follow her genes a little bit more than my dad's. I think my dad's arthritis is mostly in his legs, though. I don't think it's as bad in his hands. Oh, bad in your hands and your knees? Yeah, my knees definitely struggle. So I've, my left knee in particular is really bad, but I've kind of known for a long time that eventually I was going to have knee trouble because they always pop. And I never really thought about it. Oh, I got all my petrified wood. Look at me go. I never really thought about it because I remember my knee popping when I was 7, just squatting or, you know, whatever, bending my knee. It just always pops. And then I had somebody I was working with, and she's like, oh my gosh, is that your knee? And I'm just like, yeah. And she's going, oh my, that sounds like it's terrible. I'm like, well, it doesn't hurt. Well, it doesn't hurt when my knee pops now, but I definitely feel my knee is getting more problematic the older I get. So, yay. It's a delight. Aging is fun. Because I like to sit cross-legged at my desk. Like, I just uncrossed my legs, although I still have the left knee crossed. underneath. So I'm straightening it out because I really shouldn't sit with my legs crossed too much because it will start to really hurt if I don't pay attention. But it's like my favorite way to sit. Pretty much everywhere I sit is cross-legged, and it is terrible. It hurts so bad. Aging at its finest, right? I think it was like a couple of streams ago where I was literally just sitting here. No, I wasn't even doing anything with my feet. I didn't have my legs crossed weird, and suddenly it felt like someone stabbing me in my foot. And I was just like, how? What? Why? I literally did nothing. And then, I don't know, about an hour later, my other foot in a completely different spot also started to hurt just while sitting. And it's just like, shouldn't I have to do stuff? Shouldn't I have to, like, actually have activity cause some pain? No. No. But that's all right. Well, I don't hear any movement, which means that my text message probably didn't make it to the appropriate party. It'll make it to him in like 20 minutes. But yeah, so do you play Dreamlight Valley? Or you're just hanging out to see what it's like? Or just curious, or whatever. I am almost done with this new content, which is nice. It's nice to be kind of ahead of the curve because I can't remember, like most of this last year I was behind on all of the update stuff, so I had to prioritize things. I never did like the popcorn stuff. It was like a popcorn and what else did you have to make for that? There was something like balloons. I don't remember. Cupcakes, something. And I just never got around to it because I was like, I don't have time. Been playing for a while. I'm enjoying it. There are some very noticeable flaws right now. I mean, I know that they've had, you know, issues over time, but like this is the first time I've been like, man, I hope they update this stuff so they like bug fix this soon because this is noticeable. I missed a Tiana star path. I'm sorry about that. You still get Tiana though, right? Just because you missed the star path doesn't mean you can't have her though, yeah? Because that would be lame. Depending on how you feel about the premium shop, I'm sure the items will eventually be there. The only star path I have missed with this character is the Pixar star path, which was the very first star path they did. And I did it with a different character on a different account because I thought my kids would play this game with me. So we did all of that first star path on a different character. And then they didn't want to play it very much. So I was like, well, I'll make my own character on my own account. And then, you know, if they want to play, I can switch back and forth between the two. And then they've never... And I got a little obsessed. You still get her, but those... Right? I'm sorry, those fireflies are awesome. And the lilies, the floating lily pad thingies. I think that's in this. They're really nice too. There's ones that you can just put like on tables and stuff. And then there's ones you can actually put in the water. I think this is the water one. Where it will actually, you can actually place it. I have some in the Tangle. Just have to wait for the cosmetic items to hit the store. You still get the character. Okay, that's good to know. But yeah, I would definitely, I mean, if you're into like kind of glowing flowers at all, this is really nice if you want to be able to decorate the water too. And yes, the fireflies are one of my favorite. Probably should buy a bunch of those. I've been trying to fill out... I'm getting ready to go on a decorating adventure. I'm trying to make it sound exciting because I kind of dread it, but I'm also excited to do it. And I've been trying to buy like a stockpile of stuff that I think I'm going to use repeatedly or at least use like more than one. So Scrooge's version of the lilies. Scrooge's version of the lilies. So is there a third variety? Or is this it? The one that goes on like tables and the ground and stuff. Was that a purchase? I don't even remember now. From Scrooge's shop. Anyway, it's been a minute since I got it, so I don't even remember where I got it from. I keep meaning to look at my collection. Where is it? What am I looking for? I am looking for things to fish. No, I am not looking for things to fish. I know where the salt comes from. It's the other thing. The tooth. The tooth. Is it undercrafting? It's not undercrafting. Ugh, my brain just does not want to give me information. I think part of it too is like I wasn't ready to go back to work today, and then I had to go back to work to get today, and so my brain's just like, meh. From open water. Just any open water? No, it's on the Ever After side. I just couldn't remember which biome it was. Actually, I probably shouldn't even be fishing. I can also speak, just not tonight. It's weird to feel this tired. Oh, I got my tooth. Nice. It's weird to feel this tired, but also not like mentally exhausted too. Like I just feel tired. I usually do a little bit of talking at the beginning of my streams, and I was just kind of going, you know, I feel subdued and I feel tired and worn out, but like not in a way that's where like I want to hide away from the world, which is kind of nice because usually by the time I hit this time of year, I'm just like, and that's enough for me. So far I've got 2 more family gatherings over the next 2 weekends. But then we will be back out of holiday season, and I'm ready. Ah, hello, Annette. Oh, and did you guys see each other someplace else? Holidays knock you on your ass? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know. I've been working a lot this year on, like, taking better care of myself when it comes to burnout and like overthinking things, and just like that punishment cycle you can get into where you do a lot and then you burn out and then you like don't want to do anything for a while, and then you feel worse because you should have been doing stuff, coulda, shoulda, woulda, been doing better than what you think you are doing, and then you stay in that cycle for a long time because, you know, beating yourself up makes you exhausted and feel like crap, and then you don't want to do anything because you feel like crap. Hello. Oh, thank you. And I've been working a lot on not staying in that cycle. Like just kind of forgiving myself for needing the rest instead of going, you know, instead of resting, you should have been doing that load of laundry, or you should have been doing, you know, XYZ things for your kids or whatever. So yeah, I'm usually there. So, but it's nice to kind of get a little bit of payoff. Like I'm still tired and I still don't want to like do a lot of extra, but I don't feel like, you know, I gave everyone love this season and now I want you all to never look at me for like 6 weeks. Like, just leave me alone. I don't feel that extreme usually, but you know, like sometimes it is just like, oh, I can't give any more. And I don't really feel like that right now. So that's good. All right, I'm done fishing for cod. I would like more salt. Your husband would pick up your slack, so that's nice. Yeah, we have a back and forth sometimes. Sometimes he's better about it than other times. Of course, we've been trying to work together towards you know, we've always tried to work towards better communication and stuff. Oh, I thought that was it. But there, you know, it's never perfect, you know, but we've been talking more about like bridging some of the gaps that are still there. And it depends on his cycle too. I mean, everyone has a cycle of energy. So, like I said, sometimes he's better about it than other times, but same here. Like, I'm not always perfect either. So stop getting cod. For goodness sakes. You need one more salt crystal. And I refuse to go to my storage box. It's literally right behind me to get it. Aha! All right. Actually, do I want to get distracted by critters? Not here. Oh, the bind. Okay. But just the bind in general. Where the heck does the white owl spawn? Is it inside the library? Oh, I need energy. Quick, before I run out of the opportunity. Oh, I forgot to open this. I should probably open that. This is probably all stuff I have, though. Which is fine. I don't mind. Although, with the clothing stuff you get, I kind of wish they would just give you, like, coin equivalent. Because you really... the duplicate furniture pieces I don't mind so much. Because you can use those. But, like, you can't use 2 pairs of the same boots. So just give me coin instead. We're the type of people, if we see something that needs to be done, we just do it. Our kids are 6, 13, and 17. So make them do stuff as well. Yeah, that is nice. My older son definitely picked up some slack that in previous years he wouldn't have done. He is 14, my oldest. And then my youngest is 7. And he's kind of in a rebellious phase at the moment. Like, acting like he can't hear people talking right to him. Like, dude, I know you can. But he's just, they go through phases, which I'm sure you know. But yeah, my son did a lot of stuff without asking this year and was asking what he could do to help. And it was just like, oh, good. Thank you. You know, like, because it can be a pain in the ass sometimes when they won't help. Or when they act like they don't know how to do stuff. It's like, I know you do. Yeah, love that face, right? Yeah, duplicate items. I used to not really even want the furniture duplicates because I wasn't doing enough decorating. But now I'm like, you know, if I am going to decorate and I do want to make sure I've got at least a couple of everything, I don't mind it as much because it's going to just save me the hassle of making the money for it. I wish I remembered where this owl spawned. Oh, you know what? I know exactly where this owl spawns. Ah, ha ha ha. Good for me. Good for me with my brain. Sometimes it gives me the information I need. Oh no, please eat more of that then. I forgot these don't give me very much. I was cooking with Vale fruits. And so I just made a bunch of fruit salads with the strawberries. But yeah, it was really nice. My son got on a huge kick like 2 days before Christmas and he cleaned his entire room, including taking everything off of his shelves and dusting. It usually is over here, right? The white owl or the light colored owl? I thought it was over here. Maybe it's not actually spawned in because that sometimes happens in the Vale. I had a dragon the other day that I think it was like the purple dragon, wouldn't spawn in at all. So I've got 10 minutes before it's supposed to be done for the day. And I have a feeling I'm just going to be SOL, which is great. But yeah, he took everything off his shelves and he cleaned, like dusted them all off, made, oh, hello. And rearranged everything and made space for new things, you know, for Christmas. Look, I made a display area, like a space for some new display thing. My oldest is a collector, so he likes to be able to see all of his stuff. Or you get the, I didn't make the mess, why do I have to clean it? Yeah. Do it or you lose your screens. That gets them moving. Usually, yes. Usually. Sometimes they're still obstinate. Let's see if I can figure out where Ursula is. Oh, she's right over there. Good for me. Yeah, it's... my oldest and I are very similar, and we're very stubborn, and we butt heads a lot. So, like, when we are clashing on how to do stuff, it's tough because we are not the best versions of ourselves. So it's nice when it's like, you know, if we just work together better, if we're both pulling the weight, you know, then it usually is much nicer for the both of us. And it's nice to see him like shifting more that direction as he's still a teenager, so there's always that, but the trend is positive, so we'll take it. All right, take this. Your 17-year-old did the same thing last week. Yeah.
We don't have magic.
Duckburg's finest is Scrooge, right? I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I think so. I think I also did that where I'm like, I hope it's Scrooge. The timing seems to be weird too, where it'll be 0 for a while and then all of a sudden it'll be like 3 minutes later. Or you'll know that you've been with them for more than 5 minutes and it takes actually like 7 minutes to register the 5 minutes. It's weird. Both you and your 13-year-old are autistic. Those do not go well together. Yeah, you definitely would have... I mean, I can imagine it would take some work to figure out something that works for the both of you. Because the same thing is not going to work for the both of you. So, yeah. It's an interesting journey being a parent, that's for sure. Here are all the ingredients for the potion. Oh, that's right. I forgot we were making a potion. Thank you, dearie. Let's see. Yes, this will do the trick. Now I just need to put everything together. Thanks, Ursula. And on the topic of payment... Oh, no need. Let's call this one a donation. I don't know if I trust that. I can't wait to see what happens. That also makes me nervous. And perhaps you'll trust me a little more next time. Well, maybe. We'll see. Depends on how much you behave.
Have we got a deal?
Christina, I believe it is. Oh, you were responding to Christina. I understand. I understand now. Meet Flynn back at his house. Okay. I love being able to fly. I love that they changed that for the glider. Now, has anyone tried to have a different pair of wings in the glider slot? Does it switch? Or does it just kind of not do that? You know, I'm going to do that right now. I'm curious to know if it actually makes any difference to have a different glider. Like a different pair of wings? Okay. It makes your wings change. So that's interesting. I guess that would mean you wouldn't necessarily have to go into the back slot at all if you just want to wear wings. You could just go to the glider. Which ones were they? They were these. Although I am looking forward to making an outfit for these. These are so pretty. Okay, I'm not getting distracted by wings. My daughter and I got overstimulated at the same time at her Christmas concert. Oh. I'm sure together we made the teacher rethink making loud, crowded events mandatory. Ooh, yeah. Send my husband to teacher things. I'm way too blunt. I don't mean to be, but you can't help it. Yeah, it's kind of the opposite for me. I feel like I can usually be more diplomatic. Like, my husband can, but he has a limit. So I usually do most of that stuff. Yeah, I almost had to, like, raise the roof the other day because I thought that sometimes they make some of the concerts and stuff that for my older child mandatory for their grade, and they had a band concert that they weren't really being very communicative about, and so I'm like, this better not be related to your grade because I will raise holy hell. And then they ended up canceling it, which was fine. It worked out better for us, but it sucks because I would have, it would have been his first trumpet performance, which I think he really needs the experience of, for better or worse. But yeah, like the day before, like 2 days before, I was just like, this better not be on your grade, because if I don't know when and where to take you and how to, you know, like all of that, I don't know if I'll be able to take you at all. And then if he gets docked for the grade, then it'll be like, oh no, you guys didn't, like, we didn't know what time he was supposed to be there. We didn't know what time the performance was supposed to start. It was like, how are you getting like parents and grandparents to be able to be here, let alone the students? Anyway, so I'm glad I didn't have to raise holy hell, because I was starting to like feel that mama bear energy, like I'm gonna go in and ream someone. They do that crap all the time there. Yep, it's frustrating. And then they over communicate on stuff that I could care less about. It's like, stop sending me 14 text messages about like just random, you know, city related things. Like, please stop. All right, Ursula's potion. I better be able to take care of these silly mushrooms soon. Okay, Flynn, here's the potion that is supposed to help with your memory. Ugh. This doesn't look, this does not look tasty. Well, bottoms up. Okay. Well, you didn't like turn into anything weird before my eyes, so that's good. Oh, that's right. We're doing this thing. Aurora has a wanted poster? What the what? They haven't really announced that Aurora is coming, but there's a lot of implications so far in this expansion. In Texas, performing is a grade in any music class, but if you can't make it to a non-school hour event, then the teacher has to make an alternative assignment, which is likely performing alone. What grade are we talking about? Are we talking like elementary school? Yeah, I have their email sent to spam now. Doesn't that suck? Because you feel like you should be paying attention to what the schools are sending you, like information for your kids. Like, what if it's something important or like time sensitive or something like that, and you just feel like you get to a point where it's like, I should be paying attention, but I really can't. Like, there's too many notifications. Yeah. I mean, I get if they're like if it's, you know, they're majoring in like some kind of performing art or something like that, but like they want to be a singer, so they're, you know, like my oldest goes to an art school, and you know, if he stays there for high school, he'll major and minor in some arts. And I did theater, but I chose it, you know. It wasn't like I didn't know performing wasn't part of the major. Elementary for sure, since music is usually automatic and not. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's such a shame. Like, I feel like my oldest got turned away. He had an opportunity to take an acting for, I want to say it was for a semester last year, and because of how they have standardized grading requirements, it was more of a creative writing class than an acting class. And I'm like, well, now he may never want to try acting again, because they made it seem like it was more about writing. Because that's how, and it's actually, he was my teacher when I was at the school, and he's like, yeah, this is what they're making us do now. It's a requirement for the state. And I'm just like, ew. I would have been turned off. I don't like creative writing. Yay, Scrooge achievement. Yeah, went from 0 to finished. Yeah. Flynn, how are you feeling? What do you remember? It's Aurora. She's the princess from my nightmares. Maleficent wanted someone to find her, and I went to do it. But you were cursed. Ah, so wanted by Maleficent. It isn't your fault. This was before Maleficent cursed me. I'm sure of that. There's something else going on here. This isn't you, or I know it looks bad, or we need more information. That one. We still haven't recovered your full memories. Who knows what else you've repressed? There's got to be some explanation. I would never work with Maleficent, especially not to find Aurora for her. We can figure this out. What else can you remember now? I think I was in Mythopia looking at that poster. Maybe Hades knows more. It's probably best if you lay low and maybe try to relax. I'll talk to Hades and report back. All right, so where is Hades? Yay, the Scrooge achievement. I can't remember how early in the star path that is. The star path was kind of intense this year. I had enough time and was like on a mission to get it done, but some of the achievement or some of the duties I was like, wow, this is a lot. But they're doable, so don't get intimidated. I don't know if I just ruined that or not. Don't get intimidated after I told you it was a lot. Good job, me. It's a way to reassure the crowd. He gave me the ibuprofen, and I took the ibuprofen. I'm like, wait, where are they? They must be already consumed. I'm glad it didn't take him 20 minutes to get my text. He is watching... I think he's watching Band of Brothers with the oldest right now. Because my son's really not into history. So sometimes it's because it's too dry in the classroom. So it's interesting to see him being interested. And like my husband has cursor... I mean, he's interested in World War II. But like my father-in-law... big into World War II history, just a huge history buff as far as like that particular war. So I feel like that kind of trickled down to my husband. And so now it's interesting to see my husband and my son kind of bonding over discussing World War II. It was early on. It was a long star path, but worth it. Items were beautiful. Agreed. Yeah. I was just surprised how much the later ones were, because it was, you know, a lot more than the usual duties. Ah, Lilith, what's shaken? A lot, actually. Are you in the mood to be helpful? Or you're all-knowing, right? Or interested in a bit of gossip? I kind of feel like that one might be like, hey. Do I really want to stroke his ego? Or do I want to, like, appeal to, like... All right, you're all-knowing, right? Well, I wouldn't say all-knowing. I mean, I know a lot, sure. What do you need to know, exactly? Flynn Rider has been on a mission to recover his lost memories, and so far, it isn't looking too great for him. Okay, go on. The memories he has imply he was working for Maleficent. Ugh, Maleficent! Why would anyone work with her? She's impossible. I thought that'd get your attention. Or you ever tried breathing exercises? Or guess your feelings about her haven't changed. I feel like I want to say breathing exercises, but also, do I really want to deal with his response to my snark? Guess your feelings about her haven't changed. Not one bit, or even half a bit. I'm talking zilch. The last thing he remembers was chasing Princess Aurora in Mythopia. We thought you might know something about this. Sorry, not ringing any bells. But I have this box in my house that weirdly gathers all kinds of old junk. Could be a clue in there. You have my express permission to snoop around in that thing all you like. Thanks, Hades. You can be a decent guy now and then. Hey, any enemy of Maleficent is a friend of mine. You hope they keep doing them this way, like having like the bonus where and then like some extra difficult duties at the end? You know, I don't mind it, but I could also see, like, it being stressful if it coincided with a point in my life where I couldn't devote as much time. But that's just a me thing, you know what I mean? Like, that doesn't necessarily apply to all players, so, like, it's a mixed bag. Although I could also see being like, I will get up and do that before work every single day, obsessively, like I did this last time. And do it anyway. Give you something to do. I feel like I have a lot to do right now, but I think part of that's because I've decided to start decorating in earnest. And so I feel like there's a lot to do now that I've actually... Because before I would go buy everything in Scrooge's shop, and I would go scour as much and stockpile as much resources as possible. And now that I'm starting to look at the scope of what it's going to take to really decorate things, I'm like, oh crap, I'm going to need a lot more money, and I'm going to need a lot more resources. I'm going to need a lot more XYZ stuff. And it's kind of intimidating, so I'm trying not to overthink it like I like to do. They did give us extra time. You know what? And I don't necessarily think that's a bad idea either. Although there are people that obsessively play this game, like to the point where they finish the star path like in a few days, and then they're bored because they've already done all the things, and it's just like, that is not me. Maybe if I was like before I had my kids and my full-time job and all of that stuff, because I used to game a lot more than I do now, and I could easily see being that person back then. But now it's nice to have some time because I don't always have, you know, like long stretches to commit to the star path. But I don't know if you know, like having extra long star paths and less of them throughout the year. You know, I don't know if that's something that they're planning on doing, or if they just did it for like this one, like the holidays. Because I almost feel like it might be related to the fact that they don't know if people can play as often throughout the holidays. Yep. Real quick. Right.
What do you want?
I've been thinking, you and me, oh, that's not what I want to read. I'm not talking to you. I'm snooping in your house with permission. What the? Oh, that's not the, okay. For a second, I thought it was a different crown. That's Aurora's crown. Okay. The red, it reminded me of the road map where they showed the Aladdin thing. It is not Jasmine's crown, or Jasmine's little band or whatever. My brain wanted to make it so. Do I need to just run? I can just go. Go! Yeah, I finished the star path relatively quickly for how long it was. But like other times of the year, it may not be so easy for me to do that. Here, have this tiara. You'll look fabulous in it.
Hi.
I found this tiara in Hades' house. It looks like it belonged to Aurora. Maybe this will spark something. Hey, it's worth a shot. Boom.
Nice talking to you.
Yes, fabulous. Even if they ran things quarterly, you could still get a 2 to 3 month path with time in between. Took you a week and a half to finish. That's impressive. I actually don't know exactly how long it took me. I was trying to do most of that stuff while I wasn't streaming, and then focus on the quest while I was streaming, just to kind of break it up. So we look very sad with Aurora's tiara. Sorry, I'm hearing conversation. What the? I was like, what is she doing? And I realized that the prompt said sit. It's all coming back now. I captured Aurora and I delivered her right to Maleficent. It was me. Flynn, this can't be the whole truth. Something else is going on here. How many times have we said that to him? I feel like I should be drinking every time I hear that. I know it is. I would never work for Maleficent, and I would never do her bidding, and I'd especially never betray Princess Aurora. I must have been under a curse, or maybe Maleficent tricked me or threatened me, or maybe none of this is real. Okay, we're starting to panic. We'll get to the bottom of this, don't worry. I know we will. I'm going to find out what happened to Princess Aurora and fix whatever Maleficent made me do. I promise. And next quest. You know what you need? A grumpy horse sidekick. They're all the rage where I'm from. I would gladly. What is his name? Oh, I can't remember the horse's name from Tangled. I can't remember. Can't figure out how people were finishing in a day. There was so much time-gated stuff. Yeah, that's interesting. Although I have been seeing more posts come up from people who live not like in the States where I'm at. So I wonder, like, I've been seeing some people go, hey, check this thing. And that reminds me, I need to go to the castle at one point because there's supposed to be a present under the Christmas tree in there. And they're like, remember to check your tree. on the 25th, but they are obviously already had it, so they must have been like way ahead of me time-wise. At least I'm assuming so. But I've been noticing more people that are kind of ahead, like seeing their dream snaps like conclusion earlier than what the time shows here. So I don't know why my algorithm is suddenly feeding me more, I don't know, international people. I don't know. Algorithms are weird. Random flirt with Flynn. It was the facial expression, unintentional smolder. Or they used footage from last year. Yeah, that could be it too. That was my first thought when I saw it, and I was like, well, maybe because I've been seeing all these other posts from like people who are obviously in a different time zone than me. Maybe it's that. So, oh, an old-fashioned heist.
Just couldn't stay away.
Lilith, I'm glad you're here. I could use your help with a very legitimate yet excitingly furtive mission that I'm planning. You have my attention. How can I help?
Yeah.
I've been thinking of ways to fix whatever I did and find out what happened to Princess Aurora. Sounds good to me. And I came up with a plan that's a Flynn Rider classic. Oh boy. It involves Maleficent. Do you want to team up with her? Or I hope it involves avoiding her completely, or I'm afraid to ask. I don't want to say that. They may be time traveling too, like Animal Crossing. Yeah. Although, isn't that supposed to like potentially screw up your game? Like it has that risk involved? I don't know if that's still a thing, or if it was when they, you know, like people are like, we don't recommend doing this. So I've never done it because I'm too scared. Yeah, I thought that I saw people saying that it could screw up your game. Doing the, like, setting the devices clock. I'm afraid to ask. Don't be. I have everything under control. We are literally dealing with something where you can't remember why you did a thing with Maleficent in the first place, and then you're telling me you have it all under control. Who are you talking to right now, Flynn? Never tried it. Yeah, I'm too nervous to set my machine different. Makes me paranoid. Somehow I'm not convinced. Exactly. Have a little faith in me, will ya? Remember how I told you that Maleficent cursed me because she wanted me to guard something? Right. Do you remember what it was? Yes, it was a vault where she kept things that were important to her. I say we get into that vault. There's bound to be some clue about Aurora in there. And if we happen to find some treasures along the way, well, they probably didn't belong to Maleficent in the first place, right? What do you think? You in for a daring and dashing heist? And you really think this will help you? I really, really do. Okay, I'm in. Or I don't know. Or this is a bad idea. I mean, I'm kind of in. Yes, that is great. What do we need to do first? So the vault is blocked and unreachable right now. We need to clear the path so we can get in. Come with me, I'll show you. Ooh, is this mushrooms time?
Let's do this again soon, okay?
If you remember right, the main complaint was the store's not restocking for whatever length of time you traveled. Oh. Huh. Interesting. Well, even if that's the only thing, I still probably wouldn't do it. Just because, I don't know. I'm not in a huge hurry. I mean, some of the quests where it was like, if you only played at a certain time of day because you, like, worked at the other times, and it's like, do this thing at dusk, you know, and you're never available at dusk. I could see that being really frustrating and wanting to do something about it. But, like, in general, I'm not in a hurry to get to the next day's thing yet. Whatever Maleficent did, I bet it was justified. Are you a Maleficent sympathizer? Might be right, Christina. I think Mr. Star in Sky mentioned that a while back. Ah, okay. Ugh. I can't wait till we have Maleficent. I'm going to the Fallen Fortress. That's what we're doing. Should I do this? Probably. I wonder if she's gonna have a dragon form. I would be interested in that. Okay, do I actually need to go in? Is that what I need to do? Oh, I see that box over there. Is that a spot I can't get to? It might be a spot I can't get to. Because they were like, we fixed some of the spots around the Fallen Fortress that you can't get to, and they fixed like half of them. And the other half I still can't get to.
What's going on?
So this is what's blocking the vault, huh? Yep. Maleficent set up these obstructions to keep everyone out. Luckily, I found a note attached to Aurora's tiara. Saying... She says the good fairies found a way to remove these things. Some kind of flower extract concoction. There's a recipe for it on the note. Okay, I can handle that. You couldn't have told me this before we came here, sir? Great. Once you're done crafting the recipe, meet me back here and we'll talk next steps.
Oh, I am ready.
Couldn't have been like, hey, before we go to the Fallen Fortress, I have this recipe to get rid of this thing blocking the way. That would have been helpful, sir. Justice for my girl. Or an animated live action variant in clothes would be cool too. Yeah, I could see that. I'm kind of irritated that they've split the Beauty and the Beast stuff into two different categories in the collection menu. Like, just make it all Beauty and the Beast. Like, we can have it all under one. We understand. And then they could do more of that because we've had so many live actions now. But I have issues with all the menus and labeling and organizing that they have done because of the inconsistencies, and it drives me bananas when I'm working on my spreadsheets because I'm like, what do I want to categorize this stuff as? Because it's not consistent. I also work in a library, so I'm always like, consistency. Must be organized. I feel like they need to have a librarian on their team to help with all of that. Ooh, excuse me. This is a Flynn note. Open. I'm still coming to terms with those memories we recovered, but I am grateful to have them back. Thanks for helping me find them. Alrighty, Flynn. This is not a crafting station. I'm about to say you'd be good in the library. Well, good. That works out. I do love it. One of my favorite things is organizing things, and now I get to exercise that for a living, and that way if I don't want to be as organized in my personal life, I don't have to be, because I can fulfill all of my organizing dreams at work. Your major in school is library science? That's awesome. I love it. I love working in a library. I am not a librarian. I manage a lot of the physical stuff. So I do a lot of preservation related things. And then I also do a lot of, I do a lot of labeling and shelving and paging and things like that. But then I also do space management and shifting. And then I manage our book sale. We're a very small team. So if it's got a physical component, I'm probably involved in it somewhere. So even if it's just putting the book back on the shelf, just depending on whatever we're working on. So moved Merlin onto the balcony behind the Lore Keeper. You can put people back there? You mean like the one that's like right next to the big waterfall? Is that a waterfall back there? Because if that's what you're talking about, that's interesting. Okay, I'm making a thing. I'm making a thing for Flynn. There it is. Oh, that's right. I'm making this potion for my, I'm assuming, watering can? Consume it. I didn't know Flynn was... Oh, no, he's not savvy with potions. He found a note. Yep. Really? I didn't know you could put them back there. It's interesting. I'm going back to there. I actually kind of want to go check out how big that space is back there. Oh, I'm so sorry. My nose is very itchy. I know some people are geeked out when people are, like, touching their face, but my nose is itchy and the air is dry, so apologies. I really need to buy a new humidifier. I'm really starting to feel the pain of it. So back here, I mean, it's a nice little spot. What would I want to do with this spot? I shouldn't be planning the Vale stuff yet. I'm trying to work my way starting from like my house and the valley, and then work my way through the expansion areas. But I have a I have a spreadsheet. Surprise, of like all of my room ideas and then all of my outdoor space ideas. So now I have to think about this space. I wasn't thinking about this space at all. Can also put houses on the bridge. This bridge up here? Because when I tried to do the build menu up here before, it wouldn't even let me move over there. Like, it was really irritating me that I couldn't go across to Mythopia. Did they? Oh, no, you can't actually go all the way across. I was like, oh my gosh, did they let you actually go across? But you can put them up here, too? It's interesting. I really wish you could just cross over to Mythopia from here, but you have to go, like, all the way down to the bind to cross over. Like, this is as far as I can go. And that's just like, I don't care if you won't let me build over here, but just like, let me move over there. Oh, nope, the lore well. Oh, okay, I know what you mean now. Down here. Okay. That would be a cute little, like, cafe area almost, you know, like, with, like, some wrought iron tables and, like, maybe a food truck or, like, a food cart or something. I could see that being, like, a really cute. Now I have to put it on my list. Damn it, I thought of it. I spoke it. He made it into being, at least, you know, concept-wise. I don't know if that made sense. Probably didn't make any sense. Where do I have that? It's this planner. Spreadsheet thingy. Like, little cafe. Let's see, what would we call that? We would call that the bind. I don't know if I'd call it a balcony outside or by the main well, like a little cafe with food cart. All right, now I've put it in my spreadsheet. Scrooge and Remy on there. They're huge. Those buildings are massive. Sorry, I just have to, like, stand here and imagine having them here. Do they feel big in this spot? Those buildings are massive. I remember the first time we got Remy's house, and I was just like, Jesus, it's like the smallest character. He's got the biggest freaking house. Okay, I'm going back to the Fallen Fortress. That's what we're doing. Okay. But yes, the Vale is definitely kind of last in my priorities as far as decorating adventures, but that doesn't mean I can't brain dump into my spreadsheet. That's what the spreadsheet's for, damn it. I want to see if I can actually get this chest. Ugh. Nope. And these inkies and the moss that's over there, like, let me in. Because they fixed this side. Oh, of course. Had to spawn something. Oh, am I gonna miss it? Nope. But yeah, originally we couldn't get in here. I'd like to at least be able to get the inkies from the other side, because that is a duty I still haven't finished, is the inky one. I'm not spending time scouring right now. That's not what's happening. All right. Yes, hello. Oh, do we need to talk to you? Ah, no, we don't. Oh, it's okay. That's all right. I don't mind a distraction. I might get distracted anyway. Sometimes brains are weird. Maybe frequently. Frequently, brains are weird.
What's up?
Hello, Lilith, and welcome to our target, Maleficent's secret vault. How are you feeling? And also, I don't mind getting inspiration anywhere. I mean, at least I'm right next to my spreadsheet where I can just log it. It sucks when I'm like driving to work and then I'm like, oh yeah. And then I don't think about it when I get home to put it in my spreadsheet. So it worked out. All right. How are you feeling? I'm ready to be a little reckless, or I'm completely terrified, or if you're happy, I'm happy. I'm ready to be a little reckless. All right. That's what I like to hear. I bet. So what do we do next?
Go on.
Well, I've surveyed the area, and it looks like there are 3 wheels that need to be activated to open the vault. All right. Sounds easy enough. Not so fast. These wheels are through corridors that are currently blocked. And even if we get to them, who knows what sorts of traps Maleficent set up. Okay, I'll check out the situation and see what I can do.
Guess I'll see you around.
Yeah. All right, what do you say? A sickness that shall never mend. This thick, dark smoke will be your end. Oh, I'm just inspecting right now. Okay. Well, inspect. A door that simply can't be breached needs the target out of reach. Okay. And a wall of stone holding fast shall only break with a fiery blast. All right. All right, this is what I've gotten. So what did you find in the corridors? Nothing good. One is blocked by a giant wall that will only come down with fire. Another is covered in really thick smoke, and the last has a door that can only be opened if we hit an unreachable target. Yeah, that doesn't sound great. Any chance you have unknown powers that can take on all of that? Odds are pretty small, or, well, in a world where anything is possible, or is that a serious question? I kind of want to do this middle one and this bottom one. Okay. Is that a serious question? Yes. Then to answer seriously, no, I am not suddenly able to reach the unreachable. Point taken. Well, I guess it's time to recruit a crew. First, we need to find someone who can breathe in smoke and can see in the dark. Is that Stitch? We'll also need some way to blow up that wall. I can rig it with fireworks if you find someone who can light them. Well, that sounds like Mushu. And for the third one, we need someone who can reach that target. Maybe someone good with the bow and arrow. Well, no shit, Sherlock. Okay, I'll go ask around and see if any villagers want to help out. You should keep an eye out for Maleficent and make sure she doesn't catch onto our plan.
Nice talking to you.
Can withstand thick smoke. And although I have seen Lilo and Stitch, I can't remember if that's who that would be. We'll find out. There's only so many of them. Unless there's somebody else with fire that I haven't thought of. That's got to be Mushu. And then Merida. Kind of obvious. All right. Oh, wait, look. Stitch. Why is Olaf? I mean, like Woody could do it. Because he can't, it's a joy. He doesn't need to breathe, right? Stitch, I have an important question for you. Yeah, Stitch, listening. Do you know what a heist is? It's when everybody gets together to do something cool that usually involves taking something. I don't know if we should be selling it that way to Stitch. Oh, Stitch is great at heisting. Well, Flynn and I are looking for someone who can withstand a lot of really thick smoke. Oogada. Stitch can do that. I am fireproof and can see in the dark. I figured he could see in the dark. I felt like I remembered that, but I couldn't remember about the smoke. Perfect. Go talk to Flynn and I'll meet you there.
Thank you.
Because Lilo and Stitch came out a bit late for it to be like one of my childhood, like, obsessive cycle movies. So I've seen it more than once, but not enough to remember all the details. Given the right tools, all 3 are Stitch. That little guy can do anyway. Anything. What was the description? That he could, like, withstand smoke and see in the dark? Can create fire. So I'm assuming that's Mushu. But why is Olaf highlighted? Is it just because they sometimes do that when you're searching for the right character
Gotta tell
and
ya,
he's a possibility, even though he's not the answer? I guess we'll talk to him for funsies, because I don't think he's either one.
Hi, it's me.
Hey, Olaf, if I invited you to join a team Flynn and I are putting together, what would you say? Well, if you say it like that, of course he's going to join. I'd say sign me up. What do I need to do? How would you feel about squeezing through tight spaces and making a fire? The only squeezing I really do is hugging, and even with my permafrost, Elsa said I should be careful around fire, which is actually good advice for everyone. This is true. Fair enough, Olaf. I'll see you later. That's interesting that he was an option for fire.
This makes me so happy.
Or he'll give me a hint. Yeah, that's possible too. But there we go. Mulan's an option. Buzz is an option, which honestly, with a laser, he could be a contender. Vanellope's an option. Interesting. This is the most populated I've seen the Vale, especially up in these other biomes. Usually everyone's like down here. But I'm going to go for Mushu because... Come on now. But Buzz is an interesting option. They've done that a few times where I'm like, ooh, that's an interesting idea. I didn't even think about them being able to be considered for, you know, this is not the first time we've said, go find these people. Here's some descriptions.
That's good.
No, I don't want to plant seeds. Am I going to have to, like, close up all these plots? Stop. Let me talk to him. All right. Because I really don't need this now. I'm not even going to bother doing it at all. And now I can't talk to you at all? What the hell? There we go.
Hello.
All right. Hey, Lilith, what's up? I need your fire. Well, Flynn and I are putting together a team. I'm listening. We need someone who can make fire, an expert in flame, a master of the inferno. Know anyone who might fit that description? Ha! Like you need to ask. You most definitely came to the right dragon. I'll join your team. Excellent. If you go meet up with Flynn, I can come find you once I'm done recruiting the rest of the team.
Remember, so long.
Where is... Are they chit-chatting? I love the idea of Merida and Mulan being friends. Oh, they are. Oh, and Stitch is there too. How cute. What are you guys doing? So goofy. All right. Hello, Merida. I was wondering if you would like to help Flynn and I out with something. I suppose that depends. What do you need? Oh, I didn't even think about her maybe not wanting to participate because of Flynn. We're putting together a crew, and we need an expert archer. You in? Ah, appeal to her ego. And what's this crew for, exactly? To break into Maleficent's secret vault? Maleficent's vault? That'll be a fairly dangerous adventure, won't it? Well, yeah, probably. Yeah. But I suppose whatever she's hiding could be used against us at any time. We'd better see what it is. I'm in. Great. I was worried you were going to say no for a second there. Oh, please. After more dues, something like this won't scare me. Perfect. Go ahead and find Flynn, and I'll meet up with you shortly. All right. Fantastic. Can see them swapping war strategies. Oh, and there's the message from my husband saying he'll get me the ibuprofen. So now it's my turn to not get my text message. I mean, how long ago was that? Like an hour? Phone networks are weird. Okay, now we're going back to Maleficent's vault. I don't need to run there. I can teleport. Oh man, I'd love a teleporter. That'd be so amazing. I wonder what he's watching out there. Just heard a weird noise. Alright. We are returning to Maleficent's vault. Hello?
What's going on?
Hey, you're back, Lilith. I took the time to brief everyone on our plan and we're good to go. Alright, team, let's do this. Okay.
Let's do this again soon, okay?
Alright, alright. Talk with the crew to clear the way. Alrighty. Hello? Nope, I don't want to read. I've already read it.
That was quick.
It's my turn? Well, don't worry, Lilith. I'll hit the target and open that door easily.
You know where
Fantastic.
to find me.
Excuse me? It didn't change anything. Maybe I have to do all three of them before it'll actually look different.
Hello.
My turn. Stitch will go through smoke and stop it.
That
Okay. Am I missing, like... Or is it around? It's around. Okay, I was like, wait, this didn't change at all.
Hello.
Here I go. Just watch me light those fireworks and blow that wall to smithereens. All right.
We'll catch up later.
Alrighty. And is that it? Okay. This button. And nope, that is the wrong button. Well, apparently whatever he's watching is funny. Do we need to do... Oh, is that how the gas got done? Ka-chow. I wonder if they'll ever put the Cars characters in here. I feel like that would be kind of weird. But, I mean, it would still be okay, but it would be weird. Where is that? Why does it look like a... Oh no, it almost looked like a forest from a distance. It still kind of looks like a forest, but there's like a carpet in the middle. That's odd. I guess we'll find out. Enter. Get in there. Oh my goodness. Okay. Is this valuable? Flynn, thank you so much for warning me about Maleficent. You said that she tried to make you help her, but how do I know this isn't a trick? Okay. Ah. Flynn, oh, I hope you get this in time. I simply must thank you. Our plan has succeeded. Maleficent thought you were helping her. So because of you, I was able to get inside her castle and hide away safely. You're a true hero, Flynn Rider. See? You were all upset with yourself.
Hi.
Hi. Flynn, I found these pages. Looks like they were torn from a journal or something. Wait, I remember these. I think Aurora sent them to me. This is proof you and Aurora were actually working together. I was helping her? Yeah, you were working together on a plan to trick Maleficent and get inside her castle. So, I'm innocent? I don't know if I'd go that far. Oh, okay, we're being kind right now. Okay, not just innocent, you're a hero. You must have been trying to help Aurora with her plan to stop the Never After. Wow, I guess it was a good thing we broke in here then, huh? Definitely, or I'm not so sure about that. Or we could have found the journal another way. I mean, I'm going to say definitely because we found the things. We proved you're not guilty of anything. Plus, we had ourselves a little adventure and a little excitement along the way. See, this is why I say you're not innocent, because you're like, hey, it was fun doing, like, naughty things. Yeah, like, yeah, Flynn, yeah. All right, that too. Yeah. There's actually something else, Lilith. Something came back to me before, but I couldn't make sense of it until now. Maleficent cursed me because she caught me working with Aurora. She was angry with me. She thought I'd work for her, and instead I helped Aurora hide. She cursed me as a punishment. That explains a lot, or seems like a harsh punishment. Nah, not for Maleficent. That's very typical of Maleficent. I'll say that explains a lot.
Oh.
It does. Man, it is nice to know I was doing the right thing all along. So now what? What new adventure awaits Flynn Rider? I've got a few ideas percolating. I'll let you know. And hey, thanks for all your help with this. I finally feel like myself again. Anytime, Flynn.
Come on, you know you.
I really want you to reunite with Rapunzel. Ooh, another quest.
Hi.
Are you busy? You always look so busy. The Adventures of Flynn Rider. Hey Lilith, any chance you could help me out? I have this idea. Hearing my story might help others who get into similar situations, but I need advice on how to get started. I'd love to help you out.
Oh.
Excellent. I think a lot of folks could benefit if I share my story with the world. Okay, that's a great idea. Or are you sure that's wise? Or you really crave attention, don't you? I mean, that's probably true, but that's a great idea. Of course it is. All right. What do you have in mind? Well, actually, I was hoping you might have a brilliant idea. Find somebody to help you write it down? What if we gather your stories and write a book? That's perfect. Curses, love, adventure. It'll be like the tale of Flanagan Rider. Or the tales of Flanagan Rider. The what of who? Or that's a book, right? That's a book, right? Yep, Flanagan Rider was my hero. If you write a book, you'll be the hero of someone else's childhood. Ooh, I like that. Although, I'm not sure I have what it takes to be a writer. So we get you a ghostwriter. You tell them your story and they do the actual writing part. Lilith, you're a genius. Now tell me, who would make a great ghostwriter? Belle? Merlin? Donald? Donald? No. I was thinking Belle already, so I'm going to say Belle. Of course. She'd be perfect. Do you think she'd want to write for me? I think so. Let's go find Belle and ask her.
Oh, I am ready to hit the hay.
I feel like if you ask Merlin, that he would probably get annoyed by Flynn. That's not the button. All right. So what time are we at? Ooh, it's going to be break time. Well, let's see if we can find Belle real quick. Let me actually look at one thing. That's his level 10. This is his level 10 quest. Ooh! Belle! How would you like to be a part of history? I suppose that depends on what you mean, Flynn. I'm writing a book. Well, I'd like to write a book. Except I'm not very good at the writing part. Hi, Jack. Lilith thought you might be willing to ghostwrite it for me. What do you say? Oh, I'd love to. I enjoy writing stories almost as much as I enjoy reading them. And it means I'll get to hear all of your stories. Of course. I'll tell you everything you need to know. All right. I wasn't sure if she liked writing. I mean, reading, obviously, but that doesn't automatically make her a good writer. So it's nice that she was willing. Okay, Flynn, if we're going to get people to buy your book, we need to market you properly. Oh, that won't be a problem. Let's just say I've never had a problem attracting fans. Yes, you're very handsome. Or can we put a tone on this? Yes, you're very handsome. It's not just about looks, or I don't understand. Should I play dumb? It's not just about looks. I know I have a winning personality too. The people will want to see an everyman, someone down to earth, someone they can relate to. You're telling the story of Flynn Rider, but people want to get to know Eugene Fitzherbert. Okay, I'm following you so far. Just tell me what to do. We'll start by taking some pictures of you around the valley, showcasing you in everyday scenarios. It's like a high-speed painting or an instant wanted poster. Works for me, so long as you get my good side. And get my nose right. I knew he was going to say something about his nose. All right. So let me go ahead and make him come around with me. I mean, I think he'll probably follow me because of the quest. But let's hang out. And at Mount Olympus, in the Wild Woods, at the fountain in the vine behind Lord Keeper. But what I really need to do is I need to take my break because I have to pee. Because this is 40s. All right. Her initial storyline in the game had to do with a story she was writing, I think. Oh, yeah. Was she writing that? Or was she just, like, did she just have that story, like the pages of the story around? I actually don't remember, but she could have easily been writing it too, and I'm just not remembering that she actually did it. I just remember hunting for those pages. All right. Well, I do need to take a break. So if you stick around, great. If you also need to take a break, you know, go to the bathroom, get a drink, get a snack, all the things. I should be back in a few minutes. So, yeah. And if not, then I'll see you some other time. Back. I was all waiting to try and do a smooth transition music-wise, and then it was like, nope, just gonna play the first, like, half second of the next song. Alright, well, that's what I get for trying to be smooth. I opted for sparkling water instead of tea. So we'll see if I regret that decision or not. So far, it's not bad. It's been unseasonably warm. Although today and yesterday, there was a thick fog, and it's my favorite weather phenomena. So I was just like, yes, I love it. Especially when it's not freezing cold, too. So I'm like, I know it probably should be colder right now, but I'm really enjoying this whole, like, the whole fog deal. All right. So my husband is watching Hacks. That is why he was laughing. In the Wildwoods. In the Wildwoods. That's one of the first places we need to go. Just anywhere in the Wildwoods? Are you with me, sir? Can you please participate in the whole picture thing? If I do, nope, that is the wrong button. All right, sir. Hello. Let me just take a picture like this. Yeah, you're doing normal stuff, standing and staring. Which way? Mount Olympus? Yes, Mount Olympus. All right. Ooh. Come here. If I do this, will you actually pose? All right, smolder it up. You goober. Oh wait, we're at Mount Olympus. Oh, do we actually need to be all the way up here? That was actually a decent picture. I almost never just get decent pictures for this. So I'm just like, it's a picture. It's fine. Would you please? Do we actually have to be up here? Excuse you. That worked. Okay. At the fountain in the bind behind the lore keeper. Thought I heard feet. Lord. No, apparently I had the spidey sense that my phone alarm was about to go off. Kind of want to upgrade all my snippet traps just so that I can have a stockpile of snippets and potentially deal with storybook points, but I haven't felt super motivated to do it yet. Hey. Hey. No smolder for you. Talk to Flynn. Took home with Scar and Gothel for the path, and Mother Gothel just stepped in front of Scar's pose so he was out of sight. It was so funny. Yeah, that is very fitting for Mother Gothel, that's for sure. Or how about taking the first time I took a picture with Gaston, and he like bounded up and just totally blocked up the whole camera. I was just like, holy crap, of course he did that. Hey Flynn, how do you like the pictures we took? Well, they're very good, but I'm not sure they properly capture my likeness. No one can ever get my nose right. They're pictures taken with a camera. It's impossible that they didn't get your nose right.
Go on.
If you say so. So do you like them or not? Or the camera never lies? Or maybe you need to work on your self-perception. So do you like them or not? Sure. They're much better than the previous sketches I've seen of myself. You did a great job. I think I'm just nervous. You have nothing to be nervous about. This is going to be great. I know Belle was going to send her manuscript to some publishers. I'll go check the mail and see if there are any updates. Right. And your phone alarm spidey sense may have picked up on mine. I have an alarm that just went off, so I put the kiddo to bed on time. Nice. Yep. Yeah, that is my alarm to not keep sleeping if I fall asleep too early at night. Which I usually ignore if I'm actually sleeping at the time it goes off. But I do have several children-related alarms, too. It's helpful. Because I can get tunnel vision pretty hardcore. Business cards. From potential publishers. Why did you go in the house? That is not helpful. This is what happens when you don't read your button prompts, children. Okay. Finally, I feel like my old dashing self again. This heist really got my adrenaline going, you know? And on top of that, my name is finally cleared. Thank you so much for your help with all of it. Couldn't have done it without you. All right. Hello there, Lilith. I'd like to propose a deal. Choose me to publish Mr. Writer's book, and I'll guarantee great sales. Take this business card of mine while you consider. Signed, Scrooge McDuck. Ooh, who else is a publisher? I'm trying to guess. Who else would publish? I kind of feel like I want to look at the list of characters. I want to make a guess. Jafar might be an interesting contender. I don't know if I would consider him a publisher, but like Scrooge, I feel like it might not be somebody else. Daisy's an interesting contender. Merlin? I don't know. Okay, I'm going to say either Merlin or Daisy. Ah, it's Goofy. What the hell? Hi, pal. I heard Flynn Rider was looking for someone to publish his book. I think I could do an awful good job at that. Here's my business card if you're interested. The fact that Goofy has a business card is also funny to me. I don't know why. It's an interesting thing. That's an interesting pairing, too, like between Scrooge and Goofy. You give this village 5 stars. Here. Okay, Flynn. So the good news is we have 2 villagers who are interested in your book. Scrooge McDuck and Goofy.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Those two know a good thing when they see it, don't they? Yes, but we have to remember that with each choice comes compromise. If you ask me, I think you should go with... I feel like I'm slighting Goofy by just automatically wanting to pick Scrooge, but I feel like Scrooge probably has... Well, I mean, Goofy runs the food stalls, so he doesn't have, like, bad business sense, but he doesn't strike me as book publishing. I mean, neither does Scrooge, really. I think I'm still going to pick Scrooge, though. Mr. McDuck would definitely know how to make money marketing you. True, and I do want to sell a lot of books, but this isn't supposed to be about me. Not really. This is a tough one, Lilith. Neither feels quite right. Okay, that's fair. There is a third option. You could always self-publish, be your own boss. You'd have total control, or easier than choosing between two friends. I think easier than choosing between two friends. Why didn't you say so earlier? That's perfect. Great choice. And to kick things off, we should organize a book signing. I'll purchase supplies and set everything up. You take the time to get ready. Hello. Go inside Scrooge's store. I'm still hearing feet, but these I'm actually hearing. As opposed to, I think something's happening. Yes. Ow! I mean, Goofy has hustle. He was just wasn't born into wealth like Scrooge. That's true. I feel like his business approach would be totally different than Scrooge's. You know what I mean? Like, not bad, just completely different.
A minute of your time? Good day, dear.
Ah, Lilith, I was hoping to see you. Has Flynn Rider decided to take me up on my offer to publish his book? No. We've decided to go in a different direction, or actually, we need you for something even better, or, no comment. I mean, I kind of like the even better, but I'm just gonna be straightforward and say we've decided to go in a different direction. Ugh, don't tell me you're going with Goofy. Goofy would have done a great job, but no, we've decided to self-publish instead. Self-publish? What an interesting choice. I suppose I can see how that'd work. To help market, we're organizing a book signing. I'll need to order an ink and feather set to get things set up. Well, at least you're here to do some business. Let's get you sorted.
Mark me words. Vale and
Goofy would be on
Eris
TikTok,
are
but Scrooge would buy a spot in Barnes and Noble shelves. Yeah, yeah. I think the self-publishing is an interesting idea for Flynn. I think he could pull that off. Sparkleby Spats. It's about time you visited. I need to order a thingy. Furniture. Does it give me a... Oh, it does. Good for me. Order that. Okay.
I bet I'm the first guy.
Craft the book signing table. Will do. Do I have anything that's like super... Oh, the pine cones are kind of... That's okay. I have enough. It'll work for now. Yeah, I need to go through my... I'm working on updating all of my furniture list, and I'm finally combining all the wallpaper lists that I've made. Like, I made a list separate for wallpaper and flooring, and a lot of that has been added into the furniture collection menus sections. So I decided to go ahead and combine them, and I think I'm also going to put in the crafted items, so I have like this giant master list. But I've actually found a lot of stuff that I hadn't logged before, so I must have just missed it along the way, which is totally fair because there's a ton of items. But place it anywhere in the valley. Can we place it anywhere in the bind or in the Vale? Guess we'll find out. But I don't know if I just put it down here. I could probably just put it down here. That's not what I want. That's this button. Sure. attend the book signing. I was just talking about something. Oh, that I've been cleaning up that spreadsheet. So it's been nice. It's tedious, but it's been nice, like, getting it cleaned up. And I think I'm just doing this. I like that she's here just reading a book. Of course she is. All right. Talk to Flynn.
But not like the beast's castle.
Oh, that was Belle talking. Okay. First I didn't recognize the voice. Probably because I don't spend a ton of time with Belle. What a great turnout, Flynn. How are you feeling? Incredible. This has been a truly amazing experience. Although, is everything okay? Or, oh no, what now? Or, I'm not sure I can handle any more bad news. Is everything okay? Oh, don't worry. Everything's fine. I was just thinking about the lore keeper and how she didn't have my story in her memories. That was pretty unfortunate, but we figured it all out in the end. And I'll always be grateful to you for helping with that. It's just, I had an idea. I'm going to go talk to the lore keeper. I'd really like you to join me. Done? Of course. Or it depends what you're up to. Or I was hoping I could finally take a break. No, of course. You're the best, Lilith. Well, I certainly tried to be. All right, let's go see the lore keeper. Oh, I have to make sure I get I have family function. I have to make a certain thing for it because otherwise my cousins will flip out. So I make a layer dip. It's a very simple layer dip, you know, like with beans and sour cream and cheese and salsa and all that. And last year I made a different dip. I made cowboy caviar. And my cousins were like, yeah, you made your dip. And then I opened up and they're like, wait, this isn't right. So I'm going to have to make the other dip. But I have to go buy all the ingredients. I have to remember to do that before Sunday. Ah, Flynn Ryder, feeling more like yourself these days? I am. Lilith and Belle even helped me write and publish a book of my stories. So, I was thinking, since you didn't have any memories about my past, maybe my book could be my story? I would be honored to place your book in the hero section of the library, if that sounds acceptable to you. My book beside all of those other heroic stories? Wow, I don't know what to say. Oh, who am I kidding? Obviously, that sounds amazing. Thank you. All right, is that it? Did we do it? Hey, Lilith, got a second? Sure, what's up? I'm not always great at talking about my feelings, but you really saved me. I'm finally myself again. Not just Flynn, but Eugene. I haven't felt this way. What the hell kind of random bird noises are happening outside my door? I haven't felt this way in ages. It's great. Yeah. And it's all because of you. It was an honor to help you, or helping others is what I do, or you owe me big time. It was an honor. You're a great person, Flynn. You deserve to be happy. Thanks, Lilith. That means a lot. And I am happy. I'm only missing one thing now. Is it Rapunzel? Rapunzel. Maybe it's time you go speak to her. You've more than proven yourself worthy of her love, Flynn. Do you think she'll be glad to see me? Have you met Rapunzel? Of course she will be. Yes, if I know Rapunzel, I'm sure she will be. I need to think of the right thing to say. Don't overthink it, man. Just go. Well, come find me when you're ready to see her again. I'd be happy to help out any way I can. Thanks, Lilith. Oh, before I forget, I have something for you. It's not much, but it's a token of my appreciation. Yes, gimme, gimme, gimme. And it's time to log it. Legendary rogue outfit. Ooh, I could dress up like Robin Hood. That is a different spreadsheet. Okay, that is in Dreamlight Valley stuff. Clothes. And whoop. There it is. Legendary. Did I write down Hades merch tee? I'm getting distracted. It did not. Okay. She will either be glad or he will meet her frying pan. True. I guess he could meet her frying pan, and then she could be like, I was mad because you weren't here, and now I'm sorry that I hit you with a frying pan. You're like, you could be both. Hercules. And then legendary rogue outfit. I have to clean up this list too. Oh, I spelled it wrong. I was like, why? I have data validation on, so it should just auto-populate the correct collection, and then it wasn't because I spelled tangled wrong. Good for me. Ooh, I don't have any, like, false notifications saying I've got new stuff at the moment. That's neat. But no quest to see Rapunzel. I wonder if they're saving that for the update in the summer. Is that when the second half of the Vale stuff comes out? All right, so now what? What do I want to do? I could do anything. I could get storybook points. I could work on storybook duties. There's a bunch of stuff to do. I could scour for a while. I haven't really scoured over here in a minute. I haven't scoured in Eternity Isle in ages. So, I really wish they would make him go have a quest to see Rapunzel. I know they're from 2 different expansions, but it would be nice if they had stuff for, like, if you have both. That'd be nice. Okay, what am I looking for? I'm not looking for anything in particular. Okay. So, no, I am looking for something in particular. Oh, we still have like 45 minutes even. Well, maybe I should try and take care of this quest that I have had for Remy for I don't even know how long. Way too long, this one. I feel like it's the Dream Fizz I don't know how to make. So maybe I should go make some attempts at it. Man, when they all start talking at once, it's like, holy cow. Yeah, I think a little cafe would be really cute up here. I really like the wrought iron tables and stuff that we got for starting the Remy things, the daily quests that he does. All right, let's go in here because I don't think I know how to make Dream Fizz. Not at first, but if I get desperate, I will not turn them down. I have a love-hate relationship with the cooking in this game. Sometimes it's makes total sense, and I appreciate the offer. I do not know it, but let's hold on a minute. Like sometimes the recipes make no frickin' sense, and there is no way that a normal person looking at a real life recipe would find out. And I think the one that really bugs me is the pesto, because you make pesto with basil, and we have basil in the game, and you don't make it with basil in the game, and it just irritates me to know. I even told my friend who likes to cook, and I'm like, so how do you make pesto? And she's like, basil and blah 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 blah, and I'm like, yeah, not in the game you don't. And she was like, what? And I still feel like it's kind of a missed opportunity, because one of my favorite things is seeing food dishes in this game that I've never heard of or I've never had in real life, and kind of learning about them. I really like the idea of that, and I feel like it kills the excitement and like learning about different foods from different cultures and parts of the world, because I get mad because I look up recipes and they have like very common, like between all the recipes you'll see like variations depending on, you know, whose family recipe or what region or whatever, but there'll be like core ingredients, and then it'll be something that's not in any of them, or maybe like in 1 out of 10 recipes there's the random. Anyway, I get really irritated about the cooking in this game, if you can't tell. Okay, is that a dessert? I should probably sort. I have it sorted differently. I'm going to sort the sheet by the meal name. Also, some of the recipes have made up ingredients like the wonky fish and dream fruit. That's true. That's true. But yeah, some of the recipes, it's just like they picked like the most random things. What the hell? Oh no, hold on. I just screwed up. Wait, what? Hold on. I've just realized I screwed up something on one of my headings. What is the name of that? Collection. Okay. I must have typed in a cell at one point and it just had the letter U. The word should be collection. Okay. But yeah, the one, well, and honestly, some of the ones with the really weird or not real foods, they're almost more obvious in not all the cases, but in some of them where it's just like they put all of the ingredients in the name. Okay, it is not a dessert. Is it an appetizer then? All right. There's only 3 options. I'll figure it out. All right. I had them sorted by whether or not I had all the ingredients. There it is. Okay. And it's 4 freaking ingredients. Good Lord. All right. Well, maybe if I look at it. It looks almost frosty. And dream fruit is obviously in it. I'm looking to see if we have some other, like, fizz doesn't automatically say milk to me. But it's possible. Yeah, the boba bothered me too. Because at the time, like, I feel like there was an ingredient that was really common to boba. And we had, like, a substitute for, like, the tapioca beads that, like, is in a real world example, and it wasn't that. So I don't remember if I had to look. I don't think I looked it up. I think I eventually figured it out because like the regular boba only has 2 ingredients, so it made it easier to figure it out. But like, what's in the root beer? Vanilla and ginger. I don't think that's what's gonna add fizz. What would add fizz? I'll figure it out or I won't. Well, there's dream fruit. Why did I do that? Okay, so it's 4 ingredients. I feel like milk is not the answer. But slush. That's gonna be something else. Milk. He's still happy about that. So maybe sugar? Nope. Vanilla? Nope. Ginger? Nope. I'm also trying to remember base game. Cinnamon is not base game. Oregano. How gross. No. It wouldn't be 2 dream fruits, would it? Nope. I think that it's interesting that he's happy about milk. Like, all of these going in made him... I want to know what this is. What is that? Oh, okay. That's... makes sense. I should have known. It's like once I figure out a recipe, I almost always just completely forget what the hell it was. Because I know it now and I can just autofill. All right, so we've got milk, and then we've got dream fruit. What else is in here? A fizz. Is there something that would make it fizzy? I mean, coconut's not fizzy. I don't know why that's not... I didn't put that in because I thought coconut would be fizzy. Like cherry Like, is it a fruit mix? Shouldn't be looking at sour berries. That's not going to help you at all. I don't feel like it's a grain. Canola. Like, is it soya? No. Is it extra milky? Is it extra frosty? Nope. Would it be a vegetable? Because it's an appetizer, so maybe it's not sweet. Maybe it's savory? Almost like a... I was thinking almost like a V8, but I mean, like, I don't know. Like, just chuck a vegetable. Oh, God, he really did not like that. It wouldn't be agave. I mean, I don't think it would be cocoa. Did we already try vanilla? Did I already? Yeah, I tried that. Okay. Or if I didn't, then now I have. And it's not ginger, because ginger doesn't really make root beer fizzy. I just feel like it wouldn't be a fish or anything. None of those are that. It's not going to be garlic. It's not going to be a seafood. It's not going to be a fish. I hope not. What? That would be so gross. It's not coffee, is it? No. The fizz ingredient doesn't make the most sense. That's interesting. It's an interesting hint. Apple. Like, I'm almost tempted to just chuck in everything that we have from, like, the base game. Lemon? No. Raspberry? Okay. I don't know. I just don't feel like it's going to be a fruit. Wheat. I'm really trying hard to not ask. Eggs. Butter. Blah, that also sounds disgusting. I like butter, but like having it in a beverage sounds, well, is there butter in like some like dessert type drinks? I don't think there is. Probably is. I'm not a cook, so I am not. There's probably some. I'd probably say there is no such drink, and then someone would be like, there is this one thing. I mean, it shouldn't be this stuff. Maybe I should ask what category it's in. Mint. Oregano. You are not it. Vague and only slightly helpful. You know, I don't mind that, because if it doesn't make sense, I just can't think of what would make it fizzy. Like corn. He really doesn't like it when I add vegetables in, so I kind of feel like it's not a vegetable. I wish you could separate out like which thing they came from, because I don't want to see anything from Eternity Isle or just chuck the tomato at him. Yeah, he really doesn't like any of the vegetables going in there. Like, he gets really sad. And I feel like I've tried most of the seasonings, right? I've tried most of those. So, like, are there any weird seafood things that could randomly be considered fizzy? Like, that just doesn't sound right. 2 of the ingredients are yellow. Are yellow? So I'm guessing that I've got, like, one of these wrong, then. Oh, I've been assuming that the other ones were correct. I swear to God, if it ends up being butter. That's interesting. 2 of the ingredients are yellow. Pineapple's not here. What other yellow things do we have? Well, corn is yellow. Not happy about that. Onion. Just, I don't know. Some of that just sounds really gross to me. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Ooh. Nope. I got excited, but I usually get excited and then I'm disappointed because it's the wrong recipe. I almost wish that if it was a known recipe, that instead of getting excited, to be like, this is the recipe you're about to make. Cracker. Like, I almost feel like lemon might make sense to be like the fizzy component. Oh, gosh. Well, let's go back to that. No. So that's... Well, and the pictures are almost not helpful. You know, like... The one that always comes to mind when I think of the pictures not being helpful is the pasta, where it looks like just plain noodles, and then it ends up being like wheat and tomato, and it's like, why wouldn't you put sauce on the picture? It just does not help me that you would do that. Hello. How are you, Annette? Lemon would make too much sense, so it's not lemon. I might just have to have you. Was milk right? Good. Well, that's good. I'm sitting here trying not to give in to the temptation for someone to tell me the recipe. But I've also decided that I am no longer going to sit and like stress about a recipe forever and ever. I will eventually just Google it if I have to, because I don't need to be the person that discovers all the recipes myself. No milk. Okay. So that's good to know. You said 2 of the ingredients were yellow. You said lemons make too much sense. No milk. That's interesting. Practiced news broadcasting? Those 3 are right. The 3 that are here now. Practiced news broadcasting. That's interesting. Are you trying to go into the news? Is it this? No. All right. Okay, but this still isn't too yellow. There's only so much yellow. I keep looking to see if I'm missing a yellow thing. Well, not in the fruit. Wheat. Rice. Oh, he's really sad about that. I'm so sorry, Remy. If it's butter. Okay. I was like, is it cheese? Is it canola? No. It can't be this egg, because that's a, you know, a seasonal thingy. And I really don't want it to be like a fish or a seafood. You're bad for, okay. The 3 at the time were dream fruit slush and sugar. Oh, okay. No, it's okay. Sometimes it's hard to tell when messages pop up versus when I actually, versus when they happened in the stream. Corn! He's really sad with all the vegetables, though. Like, onion. Oh. That would be so nasty. My onions have to be cooked. Ginger. It's not really yellow. It's kind of a beige. There's only so many yellows. Not protein. Pike is like a greenish yellow, which is how I would feel if it was in my beverage. I mean, is it 2 sugars? Nope. I keep thinking it's gotta be a fruit. Did I look at these with the sugar in it? Oh yeah, he was really sad. Oh! Is it that? I feel like it's probably not. Alright, we're gonna go through all 4 of them and see if he's still happy about it. Oh, and he's sad. Okay, he's still happy. Okay. That's fair. Yellow and beige being the same. You'd like to go to Mohawk College for Broadcast and Journalism. Well, more power to you. All right. Well, thank you for the hints. That was, you know, and I have tried to find, like, when I was first, like, trying to, like, look up real-world recipes and then, like, hints for recipes. I didn't want the actual recipe. I wanted, like, kind of, like, things that might help you figure out the recipes. And so for a long time I was like, well, I should try and figure it out myself. And then, oh, and I need to make 3 of those. So now, oh, I should write this down. Write this down. So dream fruit, sugar cane. Do I have to write sugar cane? Yes, I do. Because I am anal retentive. Okay, wheat and slush ice. Okay, and then I can remove the color coding so that I know I've already gotten it. All right, yay. But no, those hints were great. That's kind of exactly what I was looking for when I was trying to, like, Google hints. I didn't want the whole recipe. I just, oh, I only made 2 of those. I wanted, you know, hints, you know. I couldn't think of a different word, so I just went with the same word. Get it? It's more fun with just hints and not answers. Right. Yeah. But I feel like they haven't been fully consistent with how they deal with the recipes in this game, as we have previously discussed. So it's just like, well, guess we'll make the best with what we have. But yeah, I decided, I don't know, a couple months ago that I was no longer going to sit and fret. I actually was going to go through and just methodically just boop, boop, boop. I'm trying all these combinations and just go through all the combinations. And then I started listing out how many combinations it was going to take. And then I just kind of, like, mentally did, like, a gross estimate of how much it was actually going to take. I didn't do actual math. I just kind of was like, had the realization, like, this is going to be massive. And then I stopped doing that plan and decided that if I couldn't figure a recipe out after a healthy attempt period, that I would just Google it and just get over myself. Because I don't need to be the person that figures them all out. Somebody else has already taken that time, so, you know. But I do give it a healthy try before I give up. Mm-hmm. Oh, these look quite delicious, Lilith. Now, would you be a dear and bring them to Minnie for me? And whatever you do, don't tell her I'm the one who sent them. Simply say they were sent by a friend. Okay. Don't worry, I'm on it. My lips are sealed. Or, why so mysterious? Or, what if she wants to thank you? Why so mysterious? Why, because Minnie loves a good mystery. I thought the second part of my gift could be giving her a mystery to solve. If Minnie wishes to send her thanks, please ask her to pass along an act of kindness to someone else. You know, I can't say, like, before the fairy godmother was in the game that I'd really even, like, consider, like, not that I considered her a bad character or anything, but not like, ooh, she's one of my favorite characters, but I really like the fairy godmother in this game. Like, there have been several moments where I'm like, that's awesome. I hope I grow up to be just like you. Even the way she runs, like, if I could be that kind of little old lady, like, just running around, like, almost like a fairy, almost. I don't know. She's adorable, and I love her. And I love that she likes living in the Forgotten Lands. I love that. All right, where's Minnie? Is she here or is she elsewhere? Oh, and it won't let me zoom out my map. Will you let me do it now? Of course you won't. Why? That would be super helpful. How about now? I've moved around. How about if I hop over here? Will you? I watch her be in the restaurant, and I could have easily seen her right there. Nope, it won't let me zoom in and out. You don't when it does that. Like usual, nobody is up here. Oh, except for Minnie Mouse. Perfect. As I open my mouth to bitch about something, the game's like, I'm gonna prove you wrong. The dreamy treats. Here are your dreamy treats.
Oh, good, you're here.
Oh, these look delicious, Lilith. Are they for me? Thank you. These aren't from me. Somebody else asked me to deliver them. But I can't say who, or it was a very nice lady. Guess who? No. It was the fairy godmother. Also, no. Why would I spoil the fairy godmother's gift? Someone asked you to bring me these. What a mystery. Now, who would be so thoughtful, knows I like mysteries, and works with dreams? Oh, it must be the fairy godmother. How did you guess? Or, no. How did you guess? The fairy godmother is always so kind. She only thinks of everyone else. She must let someone do something nice for her for a change. Oh, I know. I just made a few batches of my gingerbread cookies. Here. Please give them to the fairy godmother, and be sure not to tell her that they came from me. Oh, and try not to eat them on the way. That would be difficult, but I could control myself. Especially if they smelled really good. Can you give me an extra cookie just for my trouble? That'd be awesome. Be sure not to eat them, because they are just right in my inventory. Okay. No. I do like a good gingerbread cookie, though. I hear feet again. They are on winter break after all, so the squirreliness has ensued.
We really must talk, and quickly.
Here, take these. And it's also Dad's night to manage it, so if all I have to hear is feet right now, that's totally fine. Oh my, these look delicious. Did you make them, dear? They're a treat from a friend, just for being you. Or, I'm not supposed to say who they're from. Or, they're a thank you from Minnie. No, why? They're a treat. Oh, I see. They're from Minnie, aren't they? She could have given you something like random, and that way it wouldn't have been so obvious. But she solved the mystery that the gift was for me. Well, bravo to her. I'll just have to be extra mysterious the next time I want to send her something anonymously. Probably. Thank you, Lilith. You're everything a good ruler ought to be. A kind helper and a wonderful friend.
I'll see you soon, dear.
Return to Remy. So my husband and I don't really exchange gifts for Christmas, but I found something that was kind of perfect for my husband this year. And I was just thinking about it because I was like, she was like, you're a good ruler, you're kind and thoughtful and all that. And I almost was like, yeah, that's the Gryffindor for you. And then it reminded me, I bought my husband some soap that was themed after Harry Potter, and it was Slytherin House. And it actually smelled really good. And he's been thinking about buying like a new soap because he gets very basic soap. And he's like, it would be kind of cool to try like a new man soap, you know, because there's lots on the market now. So I happened to find it. And I don't know why that made me think of that. Because I was thinking Gryffindor. And then I was like, oh yeah, Slytherin. And then soap. Brains are weird. If you didn't know, brains are weird. All right, where's Remy? Oh, that's right. I tried to zoom out my map and then couldn't. It'd be nice if he was just in his restaurant. You know how Scrooge is pretty much always in his shop? It'd be nice if Remy was in his shop, or at least in his shop when you go in there. Is this the one I can't fast travel from? That is the one. I need to go down here. And we'll just Should I just teleport him here? I could try that. Sometimes it doesn't work, but I could try. Wonder what would happen if you ate the cookies and made more. Yeah, that's true. Okay. Oh, it let me zoom out. All right, did Remy actually appear? All right, if I go in the restaurant and then come back out of the restaurant, will he be here? Because sometimes that'll work. It usually works better if it's their house. But it's not consistent. Sometimes a building will work. All right. I do still have several recipes I need to work on. All right. Now is he around? Hey, Mickey's up in Mythopia. Good for him. See, I feel like this is how it almost always is. There's like nobody up here. Does it still say he's here? It's got the house icon like he's in his house, though. So I guess I could just go where he lives. Courtyard. Nope. The docks would have been closer. Oh well. Yeah, I moved Remy's house into the docks area because it was already kind of all bricks and stuff. And there were these little, you know, kind of stone nooks for them to be in. So I felt like since his house is so tall and feels really big, that it was a good place for it. But look how much stuff is here. The Vale never looks like this. It never has tons of inkies and like rock formations and flowers, and it just never looks this densely covered in stuff. And I know some might argue like this is too much. I don't mind because I want the ingredients, but there he is.
Could I talk to you?
Somewhere in between would be nice. It just feels empty every time I'm over there. Well, Lilith, how did things go with the fairy godmother? Did Minnie like those dreamy treats? Mission accomplished. You knew the whole thing the whole time? It wasn't easy, but I did it, or that was a tough one. Those responses are always the same. Your skills are getting pretty incredible. This is always the same. Raw iron. Yes, yes. And now that I want to build a little cafe in the Vale, I'm going to need more wrought iron. Actually, can I have a new... No, I didn't think I could get another one, but just in case, I wanted to make sure. That's all the quests. Where are we at time-wise? We have about 15 minutes. Okay. So, yes, I see you doing Scary Feet. And their house. I kind of like how the brick buildings and the stone buildings look in this particular area. I feel like it looks like this could easily be like a stone covered area. Almost more urban. I don't know how many urban type areas where it's like all paved and like very manicured looking and deliberate. I don't think I'm going to make too many places look like that. A few, but not a ton of them. I don't want to hang out here, though. I don't want to hang out in Eternity Isle, unless there's critters to feed. Are there critters to feed? This is not how we figure that out at all. Critters. Not here. Not here. Oh, that was this morning. Well, balls. I really want this green snake. I never remember. Not here. Most of these are not going to be here. I play frequently on Thursday nights because it's a regular stream night. So most of the ones I'm missing are definitely not from today. I'm down to just these three left. The dark owl, the light owl, and the red baby dragon. Which I did feed this week, I think. Anyway, all right, I want to go back to the Vale and just scour for a bit. Oh, I just realized I screwed up all my windows. Well, there we go. Put your city buildings in the plaza and the castles in the forest. But other than that, it's all vibes like Woody's Carousel being in the glade like a horror movie. Ooh, that's an interesting idea. I did my... I did Vanellope's house in the glade. You can just pop over there. Because I liked the... It almost made me feel like Hansel and Gretel. Because she's got this house made out of candy, but then it's in this creepy woods. And I liked that. I also liked the idea that she might drive Mother Gothel nuts, and that makes me happy. Makes my heart happy. I also have Tiana over here. Like a little... Because... Did she ask to be put over here? I feel like there was like a reference to this feeling like a bayou. But I could be misremembering that. And then, yeah... I originally had the fireflies over here. I think I might do fireflies all over this. But yes, and then I moved all the Dreamlight fruit trees over here because I thought they kind of, since they have these hanging fruits, it kind of matched like the willowy trees too. Like I thought it went well together. And I have grouped all of my other fruit trees, but the Dreamlight trees do not match that at all. So I really liked the idea of like candy in a dark wood. Put Vanellope in the mountains, so half of it is Elsie Winter and the other half is Candyland. Oh, that's a cute idea. Yeah. I do like that Woody's Carousel being like a horror vibe. I originally had a whole bunch of the rides up in the Frozen area, Frosted Heights, and then I moved Woody's Carousel up there because it matched the rides, but he's got greenery around his house and it just didn't look right. So when I started stripping out things because of the decorating adventures I want to do, I was like, well, I don't need to leave his house up here because the whole reason it was up here in the first place doesn't exist anymore. So yeah, eventually this is gonna be more like a garden. This was actually going to be all garden and farming and orchard type things. And then I found out I couldn't have more than 4 ancient machines working at any one time. So I actually had 8 of them down here because this was also another big square like that over there. But then they wouldn't water all of my plants. Would you talk to her? She's literally right here. Right here. Right here. Hello? Can we do this? Don't smolder for the camera. Look at your woman. I should save that. I should totally save this. Hold on. Oh, she's peeking. Oh no, she peeked. I wanted to catch the peeking. No. Ding dongs. Anyway, didn't save that one. Anyway,
I can't wait to explore
so yeah, I moved my other garden up here. So originally I was going to make this all like urban. Like this side was going to be shopping district and that side was going to be restaurants. And then like eventually Tiana's place will move over here. And then I'm planning on making in between kind of all seating. So it's kind of more of like, even though they're 2 different restaurants, it's still kind of a communal seating area outside. Because I think that's a kind of a cute idea that, and like you could almost like a food court, right? But fancier because look at these restaurants anyway. So I'm probably still going to do that. And I might move Goofy, Mickey, and Minnie up to the floating island. Because I like how all of their houses look together. Especially since they all have those chimneys that have the smoke going up. I think they look really cute all next to each other. I wish there were 4 of them, honestly, because I like symmetry. But it's okay. We can work with 3. We can work with 3.
and he's alive.
But yeah, I'm not sure what I really want to do. since I have to have a separate garden somewhere else, I can't have both this big square and that big square in the same place. So I haven't really completely thought about it yet. I do like the idea of like a farmer's market. So maybe we can kind of make this, instead of thinking about the plaza and the meadows as two separate things, we can think about them as one big thing. But that's percolating still. I'm not starting with outside spaces yet because it's too much for me to think about all at once. Mickey, Minnie, Goofy, and Daisy are for... Oh, I didn't even think about Daisy's house. Does Daisy's house have a chimney like that? At the time, I didn't have... Daisy wasn't out yet. It does have a chimney. It doesn't do smoke. It's not quite the same. Because theirs are smaller, for one. And the texture, their textures are very similar. This is more of a stone. But it could still work. Since they're kind of from the same little worlds. You know? Mickey and friends. Well, maybe they do look more... I don't know. These are definitely smaller. These... Oh, they're wood. They're like wood. Different variations of a wood siding. But I think it could still work because her colors match up really well with Minnie's. So maybe we could do something with that. That's a great idea. Thank you. I wish her chimney produced smoke, though. I would like to see them add skins for the villagers' houses.
Special about this place.
Ever since I had that idea, I was like, that'd be cool, and now I want it really bad. I'm sure it would be premium shop. I can't imagine they would just release skins for villagers' houses. But I think that would be fun to play around with. I'm going back to the storybook, Vale. I'm gonna scour while I chit-chat and start wrapping it up. But yes, I've decided, like, I have so many rooms in my house that I'm gonna just make dedicated spaces for all the different possible rooms that could possibly be. I've got a pretty big list going on. So far. I need a gatherer is who I need. I should have grabbed Remy. Minnie's a gardener. Elsa. What is Elsa? Ugh. Companions. There we go. Foraging. She is not. Hello from Toronto, Robert. Happy holidays. How are you this evening? Or, yes, you're in Toronto, so it is evening. You are not on the other side of the world where it is not evening. They could make it a craft project. Ooh. And make the requirements grind-worthy. I don't know if they do that, but that's an interesting alternative. For the house skins, yeah. Yeah, I think it would be really fun to be able to change them up, especially like seasonally. I really like the thought. I mean, I kind of wish there were seasons in the game. Like, I wish it was snowing now. You know what I mean? Who is a... Mike, Mother Gothel, Remy, the Beast, Tiana, and Woody. Can I get any of them to show up here? Oh. Oh! Come here. I require... You little shit. Come here.
You have yourself a great night.
Lord. All right. Yes, let's hang out. Because although I really don't need this stuff. Actually, no, I do. I do need this stuff for duties. I just don't need it for stockpiling. I still wish we had more of these fruit trees and bushes. Like, it feels very strange to only have 2 of these apiece. But... especially since we have 8 of the other ones in the other biomes. It just seems odd, like an odd choice for them to have made. Is there going to be stuff over here? There is going to be stuff over here. I really need the Cape gooseberries. I don't have very many of them in the grand scheme of things. He probably doubled that and I didn't even notice. No, I hadn't picked that. It was a flower. My brain is also starting to get tired. So if I start being more disjointed, it's because of that. I am glad that they have fixed some of the problems. I know that there are still problems that they either said they had addressed or haven't said that they've addressed. Like some of the ones they said they've addressed have not been fully fixed. But I feel like eventually they will, because they do seem to care, you know? Some developers don't seem to give a shit at all about their community, and then other ones are like, you know, they seem to care, but they don't seem to be as communicative. So I do like the developers for this game, even though right now there are a lot of flaws, and I know there's a lot of frustration. And I know that there's a lot of frustration around stuff that I have not personally had trouble with, but I have hope. And I love this game, and I want it to continue. And I want them to feel motivated to improve things. I am also not a game developer, so I find it hard to be super harsh. I gripe, but I don't gripe like, gosh, they're so wrong for not doing these things that I'm thinking of. I feel like I should start, like, clipping suggestions or, like, making little shorts out of the suggestions and then posting them somewhere that might be more likely to be seen or shared. I know I could probably suggest it on some of their threads because they do seem to respond a lot, like on Facebook and stuff when people make suggestions. And some of those things I've seen pop up in threads have shown up as actual changes to the game. Mm-hmm. Well, the ibuprofen I took earlier was only mildly effective this evening, which is unfortunate. Luckily, I've been distracted enough to not really obsessively been like, oh, I'm in pain, but some days are worse than others. What I really need to do is I need to start stretching again. I had started like on a stretching, like I'd done it more days than I had not done it. And then I can't remember what happened. Like I feel like I got sick or something happened to where I just, you know, was doing the bare minimum and it just fell off of my regular like day, my regular routine. And I just have yet to get, and that was in like September, so.
Beth, get a move on. Lots to do today.
I've stretched like 3 times in the last like 4 or 5 days though, so that's an improvement, right? I wish there was a way to view cutscenes from quests, right? Used to do quests as soon as they came out and the cutscenes didn't work on Switch. I feel like the only cutscenes I have seen work have been in the expansions. I have never seen a cutscene. They do that, we're going to do something, and then, well, maybe that's not true. I feel like there might be some cutscenes that, like, for, like, the big stories, but, like, some of the smaller things where it feels like there should be something, like, even something quick, it just fades to black and then fades back in. And I don't know if there have ever been cutscenes for that stuff, or if it's just, it feels like it should be a cutscene, but they just never had one for it. I don't know. Also, there's an official suggestions place email on the website somewhere. I've only used it once. Yeah, I feel like it's, I feel like I should get better about that because I have had lots of ideas and thoughts, and if it could affect things positively, it would probably be wise to participate in the forums that they provide. And I should probably do that. So Olaf's hug and pulling Pumbaa out of the log, but not the others. Oh. Yeah, I feel like the Switch has had the worst problems, really. Which makes me, like, feel better that I didn't want to buy it on the Switch. I feel like I would play it way too much if I had it on the Switch. I already play it a lot, considering the amount of free time I have to give to games, but I would probably play it a lot more if I could play it anywhere. My book launch was a success. I've gotten so many compliments on my heroic adventures and Belle's incredible writing. I'm hoping Rapunzel might be interested in reading my book. Do you think you could bring her a copy? Well, yeah, I would totally do that. But book launch was a total success. So many villagers have already told me they love the stories. I can definitely get used to this. Flynn, now also known as Eugene. Good for you. Oh. My book launch was a success. I've gotten so many compliments on my heroic adventures. Oh my gosh, wait, what? Claim, claim, claim. Oh shit. Here I am with my head up my ass going, that must be for later. Okay, hold on. Let's chill. As I'm like hyping up. Okay, I'm just gonna, ooh, fairy bubbles, okay. Oh, that doesn't go here. Do I care? I don't care. I don't care. Where's Rapunzel? Is she here? She's here. Okay, we might have to play a little bit later. I'm on my beach getting surprised by my own decorations. It's been so long since you played and the last thing you did was a dream snap setup. Yeah, that's funny. Hey, I got a book for you. Take this book.
Can we talk?
Yes, we can talk. What time is it? Okay, we're okay. Hey Rapunzel, I have a little surprise for you. A surprise for me? I love surprises. It's actually from Flynn. It's a copy of his book detailing some of his most amazing adventures. Really? Oh, I can't wait to read it. I miss him so much. I think I've seen him, but it seems like he's avoiding me. He misses you too, or you should go see him, or it must be hard being separated. Okay. Okay, sorry. He misses you too. He does. Of course. He was just going through something. I'll let him explain. What if I help organize a reunion between you two? Yes. You would do that for us? Because I would love that. Absolutely. You go read. I'll talk to Flynn and start making a plan.
I love looking up at the stars.
It's like when we got to reunite Wally and Eve. Okay. Where's Flynn? I'm on a mission now. Nope, not you. Right.
How about a chat? No ulterior
Hey,
motive,
Flynn. I
promise.
gave your book to Rapunzel, and she was so happy. She was? That's great. And a little nerve-wracking. Of all the opinions on the book, hers is the most important to me. Fair. Of course it is, or everyone loves your book, or not as important as mine, though, right? What? Of course it is. I just really want her to be proud of me. Of course you do. She is proud of you. Also, I had an idea. What if I cook some romantic meals so you two can spend some time together? What is happening with the children? And now, silence. Well, I feel like people are tired and they're not being pushed to go to bed. Maybe they should, well, it's not my night. They are my monkeys, but tonight is not my circus. Something really special and meaningful for you. That would be fantastic. What do we do to deserve you? I love to play matchmaker or anything for my favorite couple in the... I don't know if I'd call them my favorite couple. Someone has to help you too. I feel like I should just say I love to play matchmaker. This will be fun. I don't know if I'd pick a favorite couple though, really. I'll get started and cook some meals for your date right now. Thanks, Lilith. I'll start getting ready. I need to look my very best for this reunion.
No. Nice talking to you.
Okay. Meals from Eternity Isle and meals from Storybook Vale. Will you give me this? Not that. Oh. Okay. Hold on. hold on. I have to go stop the children from, like, screaming. So, I will be back in, like, a minute. Okay, partially my circus because Dad is starting to nod off. I don't know how that's possible with children squealing at each other. And then my oldest is like, hey, it's almost 10. And I'm like, hey, it's after 10. Lordy be. All right. Well, let's go ahead and make this. I need to make 3 of each, right? How are we doing on blueberries? Are getting, I say getting low, but they really aren't because I still have over 300 of them. Okay, and then I was gonna make the honeydew sour fondue. All right, bring the cooked meals to Flynn. Hey, you! Take these. Okay, at least they stopped squealing like crazy people. I think they were having a tickle fight, so. Here are all the meals I cooked. What do you think? These look delicious. It's like the comfort of food from the snuggly duckling while still being edible. I'll take that as a compliment, or glad you like them, or that doesn't sound good. I'll take that as a compliment. As you should. Everything looks great. I do have one more favor to ask, though. Is it a decorating thing? Sure, what do you need? I really want to create the perfect magical moment with Rapunzel. Could you help me set something up? You know what? I think I have just the villager. Go get yourself ready for the date. I'll gather materials I need to create that perfect magical moment you want.
Oh, I'll see you soon.
Okay, craft the dinghy boat. Are we gonna do like a kiss the girl moment? Well, I guess technically Rapunzel and Flynn also have a boat moment. And I just now realized that there's a parallel there too. Oh, it's got the lanterns. I love the lanterns. Ooh, I just realized I really should buy a bunch of lanterns. Both varieties. And then in combination with the fireflies. And the floating lily pad. Okay, we're not talking about decor stuff. Place the dinghy boat in Storybook Vale. Like in the water, right? I guess I didn't have to walk over here to do that. I can put it in the water. Look at, look at, look at. Look at how cute you are.
Oh,
Gotta tell you, it is really beautiful here.
Yay! Oh, where? Donde está? Oh, there's Flynn, so. He does that now sometimes too, where he just kind of glides. Under the bridge and everything. Hello. Yeah. I missed you so much. Being here with you, it's perfect. I was really worried. After everything that happened, including getting cursed. I just wanted to be fully myself before I saw you again. You were so brave. I'm very proud of you, Eugene. And of your book. And there's something else. I have a gift for you. I painted your portrait. Wow. Rapunzel, you did it. You got my nose right. I'm glad you like it. I love you, Eugene. And I love you, Rapunzel.
Here's the deal.
Aww.
I need a favor.
She got his nose right.
Hi.
You know, Lilith, I can't get over this whole thing. You really came through for me. Now I have my memories, a book, and I've got another chance with Rapunzel. I may have helped, but your memories are part of who you are, or that book will be your legacy, or you and Rapunzel are destined for each other. I like the first and the last one. I'm going to go with the Rapunzel one. Nothing would have ever kept you two apart.
Oh.
I'm just glad to have my life back. And that reunion with Rapunzel was everything we wanted it to be. I'm glad that cutscene made it. Because, like I said, I don't know if some of the things that feel like they should be cutscenes are really cutscenes. Or if they're just missing. Oh, I don't get to keep the little boat. It was so freaking cute. Why is there a notification like I have something? All areas. Storybook fail. That would have been amazing to have. Super cute cutscene. Oh. Mirabelle talks about her family so much I think some of them need to show up this year. I agree. Well, and there's just so many. I mean, this game is, if it stays popular and the bugs, like the bugs don't outweigh the positive, this game could get so massive. It's kind of insane when you start thinking about all of the different IPs they could add. Because, I mean, we're just scratching the surface and we have all these characters, like, we have a ton of characters already. But, like, you know, how many of them only have one character and how many don't even have any characters yet? Like, it's just crazy to think about. And then, like, all the different areas they could make. Like, when I remember the first time when this went into early access, what was that? Just over 2 years ago. And the first time you go in the castle and it's like, look how many doors they already have space for. And then when they opened up the little port to go to Eternity Isle, and there was like this whole, like, multiple stations for where you could have things, you know, like transport to other realm or other worlds. I mean, and that's just one. Like, they could add so many more ports. It's just crazy. Yeah, and at the same time, I want them to take their time and not rush. Right. I agree. And I almost feel like if they did start lengthening how long the Star Pass, how long in between content updates, I know there would be people that would bitch about it, but I feel like particularly with this Star Path and the Vale, like, that combination just felt like generated so many more bugs and so much, like, I feel like they're teetering on the edge right now of trying to do too much at once, and the bugs are like a big sign of that. So I know people would bitch because people are already bitching about the free content they get, and I'm like, it's free content, guys. like I get, like, being excited, but I'm also like, a lot of this stuff they're just giving you. They're just giving it to you. They're not even, I mean, there's premium shop, sure, and there's expansion passes that cost money, sure, but there's also a lot of free stuff in this game, and you get it pretty regularly. So I don't know. I feel like if they reduced how many Star Paths in a year, there would definitely be a lot of
The villagers around here are
people complaining. I don't have to pay attention to it, but I would just be like, no, guys, I would want less bugs. All right, that was really cute. I wish I got the boat. Do I want to do anything else before I'm done for the night? I don't know. I'm so glad they got to have a little reunion. I was afraid I was going to have to wait until the second half of the expansion for it. I'm going to just check Scrooge's shops real quick. I've been slacking on it because I have actually been getting less items in the rotations. Like most of the stuff I already have purchased at least once. Oh, I need to go to the castle before I log off too. Yeah, I really should start like keeping track of all of the different ideas I have, because I was just reminded how I really am hoping for more doors at some point, or like at least a basic door that you could reskin the color on. Because I didn't really think about how many doors we had until I started. I did 2 rooms in my house and I was like, wow, we really don't have a lot of interior doors. And even just a basic door with the ability to just reskin it to match the aesthetic, or just a white or cream or gray, you know, just something super neutral, would be nice to have. And for the people that do more decorating in this game than anything else, I can see why, like, I could see that being a really big source of contention. I don't need to go that way to get to the thing. That's not how I'm getting back to the valley. Well, we'll make a detour into Eternity Isle so I can visit. I'm going the wrong direction. Scrooge's shop in Eternity Isle. But yeah, I would really like just a basic, I mean, like I said, I'd even take just a plain white door. Just to have it be like able to go with more variety of color palettes and aesthetics than the ugly green door that is the basic door. Like, if olive is your favorite color, I apologize. It is not my favorite color, but I feel like it does not go with most of the color palettes and aesthetics of this game. Daisy's store has a customizable door. Okay, yeah. When I tried it was just like a wall decoration and not functional. Hopefully it's fixed by now. Yeah, that seems weird. Well, and you'd have to get more than one if you wanted to have more than one in your house, right? You'd have to purchase that more than once. That reminds me, I haven't been doing Daisy's boutique challenges now that I haven't had to. This was in both shops. That little avocado looking chair. Okay, I have all this stuff. Have that. Yeah, see, I almost... Oh, look, a pot! Oh, there's this little stove, and honestly, I spent so much time just buying everything and not really worrying about what it looks like for the most part, because I have to collect it all. Well, I don't have to collect all the premium shop stuff. I mean, one day, Fantasy Me, who has all the money to spend on moonstones, could, of course, buy all the things from the premium shop, but... I do try and buy everything that I have not previously purchased from Scrooge's shop when it's available, so that if I want to use it in decor, I can. But I was just, because I'm updating my spreadsheet, I came across, what was it, like a clay stove? And it looks like, you know, like something you'd have in a pottery studio or something. And I was just like, oh my gosh, now I'm going to have to create some place for a pottery studio. I don't know if it might even be outside, because I feel like that would make sense. So that little pot would be really cute in that idea. And I could have 14 million of them. This is not where I go. All right. Not Shea Remy. We're using this well. Okay, we're going to the valley. We're going to Scrooge's shop, and then we're going to the castle, and then we're wrapping the stream. That is the goal. Unless I get distracted. Because apparently I have the attention span of a gnat. This game does that to me. Oh, I was going to mention that earlier. Okay. So, I don't know if anybody's here from one of the streams I did where we were talking about the Festival of Giving or whatever this is called, where you get the wrapping paper, but then you can also catch the festive fish. And I was upset because I had accidentally cooked away all of my festive fish from a previous year, and I had the bubbles materialize. I was like, oh, cool. I get an opportunity to go fishing for the festive fish again. And then I did, and I'm not going to do it right this second, I did store them in the chest in the castle because someone told me, can't remember who now, told me that if you store them in the castle chest, this is not something I need to buy, that it would not pull from that chest when you were cooking and like autofilling. And I did test that out, and it is still true. Because with every update, who knows what they change. So I did test that. So for now, at least, the festive fish do not pull as an autofill from the chest in the castle. And then I fished my first one and was like, oh crap, I should have a fishing companion with me to duplicate the fish. And so I have one like festive angler fish. But then I remembered the potion, not the potion, the companion. And so I now have multiples of all the other fish. And then, because I was curious about it, I ended up looking it up, and I found multiple articles that said, if you have previously caught the festive fish, not that you possess the festive fish, but that if you previously caught the festive fish, then you will not be able to catch them again. And that is not true, because I had caught them before. This was not my first year doing it. And I'm assuming because I didn't have any in my inventory anymore, because I accidentally cooked them all away, that I was presented the opportunity to fish them again. Now, I don't know if that was a glitch and I just got lucky, or if what it really means that if you don't have them, you can catch them again, because I caught them again. So I'm glad I got to catch them again. I'm still a bit annoyed that I didn't get to duplicate, make multiples. Not that I need them. I mean, it's just for the glory, right? The festive fish glory. Because we all know that that's the thing. But I was like, should I try and eat this festive anglerfish and maybe catch another one? And then I was like, but what if we'll let you do it again? And so anyway, so I'm dealing with the fact that I only have one festive anglerfish and multiples of all the others. In case you're curious and have also accidentally cooked away all of your festive fish from previous years, I did have the opportunity to recatch mine. All right, I'm going to open those here in a second, but I do want to go in here and say this is the chest, in case you are not aware. And also would like to make sure you do not accidentally cook away all your fish. And I don't know how some of them produced 5. That's what happened. Oh, the door thing was when it was like, when Daisy first came out, when you noticed that. Yeah, I could definitely see that, because they've had that problem in the past where they've like miscategorized stuff too. So it'd be nice if the door actually functioned like a door. Maybe I should test that. I could probably test that. I'm gonna open my little packages. Look at all these packages. It'd be nice if it was new stuff. Well, open. I clicked you. Oh, a basic sweater. Do I have the basic sweater? Surely I have the basic sweater. Basic sweater. Ooh, it's new. or it's new to me. Either way. I'm assuming that's general. Okay, furniture. Use. Open. Holiday feast plate and cutlery. I'm not even going to bother searching it up. I'm going to just go ahead and do this. And we'll sort it out in post. I'm assuming non-Disney related. I wish they would do something else with this holiday wrapping paper. I mean, I guess I could, you can still gift people presents even if you don't need the duty anymore, right? Holiday feast chair, that's cute. I am not an extravagant Christmas decorator, which I feel like translates into, or like holiday decorate. I'm Halloween, yes. Ooh. I feel like I've already got this though. Large red chest. I feel like that translates into the video games where I don't actually remember to decorate for the season most of the time. But maybe when I go on my decorating adventures, I can add that into my... That's cute. Add that into my, I don't know, plan process. Like, oh, I can decorate something for the season. Although, knowing me, if it was like real life and I had like 14 million rooms, I'd be like, and here is my Christmas room. And we go in there in December. Like, I would never take it down. It'd be too much work. But then we would not go in there any other time of year. All right. I need to wrap it up. I want to see the store you're talking about. See, squirrel. I saw something else I want to do real quick. Just one more potato chip. It's fine. I'm sure it'll be fine. I'm sure I won't find another reason to do something else before I leave. All right, remove that. And go in here. All right.
Ever consider a career in design? You have marvelous taste.
Can I see your shop? This isn't it. Oh, this is it. Right in front of my face. I do have plenty of points. I almost feel like I should get more than one. 300 too. I don't know how I feel about that. That's expensive. All right, I'm gonna wrap it up. So, in case you weren't here or there are lurkers in the wings, I will not be here on Sunday for my regular stream. I have a family function. So, yes, I will update my Twitch panels and all the tabs and stuff over there. If I am with it, I will also put an announcement in my community tab on YouTube, which I am still not used to doing, which is why there's only one really awkward post over there. But that is the only cancellation that I can think of that I have upcoming in the next couple of weeks. So I will be here next Thursday and then the Sunday after. And yeah, I think that's everything that's pertinent to wrapping up a stream, besides saying I hope you have a lovely day, night time, wherever you are, whenever you are, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Ooh. You know, it's smoother if I hit the right buttons. Bye.